come on. Where's
See,
my intro?
I was gonna say you do the countdown into the intro, no?
No.
See, this is why we need a third person to do the intro for us.
Exactly. Gotta force it upon someone.
Exactly. Where's Drum when you need him?
Yeah, exactly. To say
But
the
anyway.
intro and then fuck off for the entire video.
Literally. Talking about Drum, we start with his
With his
admin
division.
companion. Exactly. And his admin partner in said division.
Partner
With
in
Smiley.
crime.
Yeah, partner in crime drafting questionable teams.
They're both very talented at that.
Yeah. Tonti, always an interesting start. I always question being first pick, but as a man who's first picked it himself, I'll think this is your profession, no?
Indeed, Tonti's the goat. Although, like, I don't see people use it as well as I do. So, like, I don't know. Maybe if you're not the goat like me, don't first round it.
We're gonna see a trend when we come to Zeus and Scarlet Smile, but yeah, questionable start into then Keldeo, I think. Like we had the Gren now, but it was originally a Keldeo.
Yeah, I justified. I think
Keldeo is
Taunty first round's all right, but it depends where in the draft you were to first round a Taunty, in my opinion. At the back end, fine. At the start,
if you're near
not so
like
much.
the back wheel,
yeah, literally.
But this was a second pick overall.
Yeah, no, you don't second pick overall Taunty. I wouldn't fucking second pick overall Taunty for myself.
I was gonna say, there's a single strike and a Valiant still knocking around before
Single strike Valiant. I presume Pult was first overall, was he?
He was, yeah.
Yeah.
We have someone smart in this division.
Truly a madness.
I know, mind blown.
But it's all right. But first pick. It's not a draft ruiner. But what was second?
However, I think the team built around said 20 is the draft ruiner.
Mm-hmm. Was it second pick Keldeo that then it got dropped?
Yes. Oh, that's how badly he wanted this Keldeo that it had to be second pick and then got dropped.
Second pick Keldeo. Not really where it's at, in my opinion. I just kind of wouldn't. And you can kind of tell the side effects of this throughout his team. There's no one there. I'm like, oh yeah, that was the second pick. That was a second pick quality Pokemon. Gren's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, but like,
it feels like there's no third pick quality Pokemon.
Yeah, no. I've seen
like
Gren
bro
wash
picked
third
up
or fourth
Taunty
pick
and then like
but
he had, I don't know. I feel to me he picked up Taunty and then had like he missed 5 turns. Bro went on like a honeymoon or something, came back and was like, oh shit. And
my drafts
picked everything else after, you know? Like, none of these mons I'm trying to get, you know, quickly. They're always other than Gren, I can see Gren as a nice revenge killer, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But like, the rest of the mons are just kind of like, you go, oh fuck, I don't have a ground type, and like all the good ground types are gone.
You could have told me that you went Torn Gren, and then he picked everything else up in Grace, and I believe you.
100%.
Rotten Wash is probably going to get picked during the course of the draft, and maybe Tinkerton. But
apart from that, really late as well.
But apart from that, I don't ever see many of these mons drafted at all, really.
Yeah. Like T-Tar's gone undrafted for so long now, and then Bro's trying to make a Sand team work around him.
Yeah. A Sand team with... to be fair, the drill was gone. Actually, no, that was the other league. Maybe was the drill still here for this league?
No, the drill was gone round 2. Picked up by the mighty Viper himself.
Yeah. Well... yeah, okay, that happened. But yeah, I don't, it's kind of like, yeah, I don't know. My team is kind of lacking power and speed somehow all at the same time. I've got my Sun team without the best Sun user in Drill.
And not even like a second good Sand user, just 2 Sand Rush Mons and Sand Force Chomp.
Yeah. Got a Volk. Because why not? Apparently this is the season for Volk. I think it's been picked up in every division even
It
though
has,
it
yeah. It's
usually
gone from
goes
being undrafted.
undrafted to drafted in every division.
Yep.
Not sure why
And every time it's
someone
on
pick.
a questionable team, in my opinion, where like it has this identity crisis of not knowing what it wants to do. Like, where this team going? You know,
Where
I don't even
where
see like
is this team going?
I don't even see like where the plan starts because
No, I mean like you
you
could
don't want to
have.
lead Chomp. You don't really want to be leading T-Tar into rocks or whatever.
It's Taunty and
Like it
vibes
feels
every
like
week.
you have like a passive taunty lead and then just you turn knock into vibe. You know?
Yeah, I mean it feels like we could have like a nice pivot core going with like Roan Wash plus Taunty plus other mons. But like I'm sorry, I'm
Mm-hmm.
not finishing my pivot core off with fucking Sinister and Volk. Like no. I mean Sinister
Yeah,
can't
I don't
pivot.
mind Sinister to an extent. He's a good spin blocker,
Yeah, I don't mind
which would work
Sinister
really
either.
well with regular Chomp. But like the Mega Chomp, I don't see the vision with. I think Mega Chomp's nice as a little breaker. He can work on bulky offense, which I think is what this team's leaning more towards.
Yeah,
But like, I don't know. But there's just not enough power.
no,
This Chomp is the only thing on this team that like I feel like I'm prepping for.
literally. I mean there might be a banded T-Tar, but I feel like T-Tar's one of those mons which its stab coverage moves, both resist by fighting, is kind of rough, especially considering a lot of fighting
Mhm.
types are pretty good on the Fizz Def side.
Oh, 100%.
So you kind of like, where am I making holes with this team? Gren's typically, in my opinion, not a breaker. It can be if you want to run Specs Battle Bond, but even then, Specs Battle Bond usually relies on getting a kill before it can do its stuff.
Yeah, I think
Like,
Specs and Bandit Gren is very outdated in current
mm,
metas.
yeah,
Like, bro's only got base 100s to play with.
Torn can
And,
break
like,
shit with Torn, potentially a nasty plot.
hmm
I guess Volk
I said
can
you got
quiver,
Vulcan
but
Sinister, who can quiver and do the CM
CM,
bullshit.
yeah.
But, like, if you have one special wall with Haze, that shuts down half the offense of this team.
Mhm. Yeah.
Like, if you want to be the GOAT and run a banded Tinkaton, you can. I don't rate it personally.
No. You know, no one's running a bandit ticket off that base 75. I'm sorry, it's just not happening.
Literally, like, don't get me wrong, 140, 160 base stab, very cool, but, like, not that cool, you
Not
know?
that cool, no. Especially when like steel resists aren't exactly hard to come by.
Especially when fire comes in and vibes on both stabs.
Literally.
But yeah, like I said, I think the vibes on this team is like the T-Tar and then Rotom, you know?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I just don't see it.
No, I don't see the vision either. No natural breaker, in my opinion. No
Mm,
mod. I'm just like, yeah, that's gonna punch holes in my team.
literally. Like, again, not being rude, I think when Chomp is the scariest mon on your team, like Mega Chomp, sorry, is the scariest mon on your team, and you've not gone stall slash balance, is is an issue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alongside that, with like, I don't know. I feel like personally, when you run these kind of balance offense, not balance offense, bulky offense teams, yeah, you just can't be relying on like half breakers like Torn. I want solid breakers and then fast ones as well. Like the speed is kind of lacking for offense in my opinion. I know you got the Sand Dog and
Mhm.
Lycan Rock,
Both Sand Dogs are small.
both Sand Dogs, yes. But like Lycan Rock,
uh,
I don't know. Lycan Rock's not breaking shit. I'm sorry. Base 115
no.
isn't isn't that good.
And only stab rock as well. Like
Literally,
Dusk gets away with shit because of the power of tough claws giving him like pseudo stab on shit like CC.
yeah, literally,
Like CC with tough claws is basically like a fucking stab 100 base power move.
yeah, literally. That's what I was gonna say.
But yeah, I think with Lycan Rock, bro's somewhat fast already. I feel like Sandrush is just such a useless ability on bro.
Yeah,
I go from being fast and fragile to even faster and fragile.
Literally.
You know, it's not like Halucha where you know when you're getting that speed boost off and burden, so you can just run it max HP, max attack, and kind of live hits.
No, because he's
You
got
know?
yeah. You kind of want him to be useful outside of sand as well.
Yeah, literally.
I'm sorry, you're not running a Sandrock for Lycanroc Stoutland. I'm not. I'm running my
Mm.
T-Tar Banbro on this team, so I can do
And
something. You
we
know?
can break something.
Literally, I'm not running
Literally.
Sandrock for the Lycan, bro. Oh, my
Yeah, pretty
T-Tar
much.
has to do something because he's gonna have to do something because like I've got these lads in the back. It feels like the bulky offense team that gets outpaced by balance, which is always rough because your bulky offense is meant to outpace for balance.
Literally, your bulky offense is meant to threaten the balance and kind of like shut it down before it can just like sustain itself.
Like it's meant to be tanky
But
enough to tank out the offense, but
hmm
fast enough to beat up the balance. That's what you're hoping every week when you come against
yeah, literally,
balance or offense. But I just don't think it does either, really. It takes too long to get KOs, and like it's not bulky enough with enough pivots for me to, go against the offense and be like, yeah, this is worthwhile.
for sure. I think it's like a small thing, but I would love to mention is I hate the T-Tar Rotom Wash synergy. I feel like
Yeah,
Sandstorm Chip on Rotom Wash is so rough. I
hurts.
have like a lot of moves. Like he does not want Sandstorm Chip.
Literally. Like Rowan Wash struggles to wall shit as it is. He's like
hmm
on the edge of being able to wall shit most of the time because like his HP stat ain't the greatest. And that extra bit of chip kind of rough. Same with a potential like bulky Volk in my opinion as well. Like
And Sinister to an extent as well.
yeah, don't want that
Especially if
sand
you're
chip.
relying on I'm pretty sure Bro gets Synthesis as well as Strength Sap. Like
Mhm.
it basically locking Bro into Strength Sap because he's never wanting to run Synthesis
Yeah,
because Sand.
indeed. Running sand, but only three Pokemon on the sand don't get chipped by the sand, and one of them being the Sandmon itself. Or to be fair, do the
True,
dog and no, not mind. Both dogs avoid it, so five actually. But those two aren't coming most a lot of the time either. It's the thing.
for sure. Like also, I'm just gonna say Dracozolt is like on the
Draco's
board still.
there. He's there, my guy.
Like I would take Dracozolt over this Chomp and then just get yourself a different ground type. Bam, team already looking nicer.
Oh, yeah, the double dragon ain't that deep. If you want to keep the Chom, it's fine in my opinion. Just like it would be
That's fair.
nice.
I just
I
think
don't
for
I don't rate the lighting
his
rock
cost, I
personally.
don't rate, bro.
I get that. I
I
get
feel I
that.
feel like the Chomp could be turned into like an Ursaluna. I know we clowned on him with Alien last episode, but like, brother, he's not a bad boy on teams like this.
Yeah, 100%.
You know,
Yeah.
I think that's
Uh,
me on the team. Unless you've got
yeah.
anything else.
Only just sand isn't the best archetype as it is, and then you're running
No,
sand without drill. I'm kind of like, I think if you're gonna run sand, you gotta do it like you gotta go all the way, and you gotta get that drill. In my opinion, it's so hard without drill. Drill is him when it comes to sand.
yeah, 100%. I think honestly, drill is what makes sand work.
Literally, literally. I think if you see the drill gone, you just abandon any ideas of sand. In my opinion, I mean, it
Like
might.
hail is better because of Aurora Veil
Yeah, I mean, you could
and
argue
like the
that this
snow
team
boost.
isn't really a sand team. It just so happens to have a T-Tart and a Mega Chomp, and that's what you wanted. And then he
But then
thought,
Bros kind of pushed the Stoutland like a rock
yeah,
down.
you should say he just slapped it on at the end, maybe. I don't know how much
Yeah, I could
Stoutland
see
is.
it.
It's a Terra, so it's under 6. I think Lycan Rock's like someone is 7 or something. 7 or 8. But don't get me wrong, this isn't unusable, I would like to say as well. We've talked a lot of shit about it. You can get wins with this team. You can. He obviously has, because he's 3 and 2. But personally, I think you're making it hard on yourself. because the breaking comes hard through skillful plays like taunting on walls and like mixed mega chomp breaking shit, or just having to set up as well. You're not getting free button presses. It's not like there's an Urshifu single strike here. You just press Wicked Blow and you've killed something. You know, it's not easy to execute with this team.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, that's all from me really. Also, on a team like this, actually no, you got spikes on Grin, but I'd like a spiker that feels more likely to want to spike. And honestly, on offense teams, I like spinners. I think it feels nice.
Yeah, you got Mega Chomp as well with spiking, but I don't
Oh,
rate
true,
bros
true.
no lefties.
It's not actually not that bad. Maybe just a spinner is what I'd like.
Like Excadrill, Smile.
Yeah, like extra drill. Actually, would have done wonders for this team. I mean, you can't pick it up now; it's gone. But
Yeah, for sure. But anyway, the next team on 11th is North Queensland Crawdons.
with double ground type special
Oh,
here,
100%.
here for all to see. Yeah, no big fan.
No, no, no.
I think if you're gonna run a duplicate of a type, at least have them do different roles. I don't think there's different roles for Swampert and Claude. Swampert only really acts as a defensive pivot. Claude kind of just sits there and sets up spikes as it's a defensive switching.
Sure.
You'd never really want to bring both of them. I think personally, I'd just get another defensive water type that's not park ground. I don't think
Nah,
there's a
100%.
limited amount of those of water types that can be defensive. So I don't think you're like, oh my god, I need Swampert. It doesn't matter if it's a dupe type because like there's no more good water types left. I'm sure there is.
I don't know why bro needs 3 electric communities.
No, no. I mean, yeah.
3 electric communities with 2 steel types is an interesting one.
Hmm.
Like, it's like a solid balance, you know? Like it's got the pieces for solid balance. But then, like, all the duplicate types, I feel it just goes to shit.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. Feels like what a legendary alien quote of he ticked all the boxes like with the Pokemon. So we have pivots, we have fucking offensive bonds. Bro's got his terrain for his Sneasler, but then he looked at the type chart and he was like, "Oh, I've got 2 ground types, 2 steel types, 2 fighting types." It's just not it really.
No, it is not. I don't class all the 2 fighting types, in fairness. Like, Monferno,
Yeah,
Monferno.
Monferno's like a cheap one, so like whatever.
Yeah,
Although
yeah.
personally, if I'm picking for a cheap Terramon like that, I'm going Combuskin. I'm going Baby Blaziken. Fuck Monferno.
I can
Oh
say get that
shit.
speed boost up.
Literally, like Combuskin can do shit. What the fuck you doing with that Monferno, bro?
Mm-hmm. I don't think that Monferno ever comes to a game.
Nova.
At least one that, like, bro wins.
Literally. The Shadow Balls hitting different on this team. And by hitting different, I mean 0 resistances.
Yeah, I think Cloud's a decent Shadow Ball boy.
Yeah, it's
But
okay, but I think when the specs
the,
goes
the no
type turns up,
resistances
if
on
you
the
get a drop,
ultis.
it's just game over. Like, you're just praying there's no
Mm-hmm.
drops.
Yeah, 100%.
Also, I'm not the biggest fan, personally, of my only steel type being a scissor. Like, we talked about dupe types being bad earlier. Actually, no, man, we got that. I'm blind, I'm blind, I'm blind. We got the Iron Crown
Actually,
as
we're talking
well.
about cheap types, my boy.
Got Iron Crown.
Indeed.
I also feel like, similar to the last one, we have a lot of SD users, but like I'm not seeing how we break him without those SDs. A lot of his Pokemon are walled by similar Pokemon. Like That's still flying type, eating up the Rillaboom and the Scissor.
And doing quite well into the Sneasler.
Yeah.
And the Deontay. I think Corv is literally just kind of vibing on
Corv
this
is
team.
like virtually a 6-0 versus this team.
Mm-hmm.
We have like one fast mod as well, which is a bit rough, being this Sneasler.
Yeah, and it being Sneasler as well.
And then there's
Which, like,
Diancie,
I
but
think by
like
this Rillaboom, bro wants to run and burden. And, like,
literally, like so you're not playing with your Sneasler until he sets up and gets big. So you're basically playing the
yeah,
whole game with
literally.
the fastest mod as Mega Diancie, which is an okay-ish speed tier, but it's not exactly rapid.
Mm-hmm, for sure.
I think personally, if this was my team, I'd say fuck for Claude actually after thinking about it. Fuck for Claude and
No,
make it
I think
just make it
it makes
offense.
ground weakness so rough, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
literally. I think Swampert can
Like,
work.
sure, you've got this fucking Rillaboom, but, like,
Yeah.
it's only blocking EQs.
I think Swampert can work well on these bulky offense teams, and this team is like probably nearing the bulky offense team that what I'd like to see as a bulky offense team. But this Claude, he just sacks all momentum and lets them do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
here comes
And
my
given, like,
Claude,
both
have a
his typings
respite.
are taken, I feel like, bro, he's just there as a Spadeffel.
Mhm, mhm.
I
I
don't get me
think,
wrong, he is a good Spadeffel,
yeah.
but
I just run an AV Pert or an AV Rillaboom if you want to spit off a wall. Like, this team's got to go fast anyway. Just get out and go.
yeah, literally.
And I'd like have some speed over this Clod, maybe even sack your Torn and get a bit more speed. Maybe the Torn can be a Torn Eye and get that like base 111 for that extra bit of speed. Prankster T-Wave
Yeah,
goes a while as well on offense in my opinion. Just like fuck that one sweeper. Enjoy your Prankster T-Wave. Continue your battle plan.
yeah, pretty much.
Seems harshly rated for saying I only really see one big mistake in this Clod, but it feels just like you really needed that extra fast one in my opinion on this team.
I think the speed is so rough on this team.
Mm-hmm. Extra bit of braking would have gone a long way as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's
For sure, for sure.
all I've got to say about this team realistically.
That's valid.
If you lose the Clod, you do lose spikes as well. Although I think Mega Dancy might also get spikes. I can't remember. I think it does actually. But you don't really want to run
It
Mega
does, yeah.
Dancy spikes, so that's also
No, not
rough.
really. I like Clod for his hazard stacking being a Spadeffel, but
Just not in this team.
I think, yeah, either Swamp or Sneasler is just not fitting around Clod, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I see this team kind of wanting to play almost like stall, stall or balance, in the sense of just slowly chipping away a team for Sneasler or Deontay to clean.
Yeah, I
But
get
like
you mean, but he
outside
doesn't have the parts
Banded
to do
Scissor
that.
and Banded Rilla, that's the only things that breaking, and then yeah, the wall core is just not there. It's like I said, bulky offense, but without the speed and well, it's got plenty of speed and momentum. Just poor little Claude.
Literally, it's
I'm
Clod
also
ain't
not
it.
a fan of Fundy T personally.
No, neither.
Like realistically, you're not really going to be defogging on your scissor, and Boots Fundy T is may as well be a fucking Raichu at that point.
Yeah,
At
literally.
least Raichu can go specs.
It's another
Like
problem with this team actually that you just brought up. I don't like the removal on it at all.
no pure. I think Fundy T also gets it to be fair, but Scissor is your main defogger, and then relying on
Yeah, just not
Magic
it.
Bounce to keep hazards off.
Magic Bounce is
Like I
not reliable at all, especially on Mega Dancy.
no for sure. I think what doesn't help as well is I think that's what this Clod's kind of purpose was, is to be able to hazard stack. So
So they have to defog.
yeah,
Yeah, there's no spin block over unfortunately. So
mm, sure. Unless it's Monferno's job. Terra Ghost, you know?
Maybe. Probably not is what I'm going for, but maybe.
No, probably not indeed. But moving on to third from last. In the bottom three, the final of the bottom quarter would be Viper with a atrocious R box. Now, again, bro's going positive, so like he's using the team well. Whether or not like the team's good is a different story, in my opinion. But yeah,
Holy shit. I mean, hey, he said he wanted offense, and baby did he build offense. None of this
really did.
half-committed stuff. We built offense, and we're doing it. We are offense, my guy. We got our spinner as well for our spike hazard stack man, Mister
Mm-hmm.
Mister Drill. There he is, and we are smashing.
Literally,
Not sure
I,
what
I
the Volcanion does on offense, but he's there and he's menacing.
he's a team staple, I'll have you know.
I'm sure he is. I'm not sure what the fuck the Raikou does on but this offense over. Like when I see a Raikou,
No,
I want him to come in and out, and I want him to get lots of Volt switches off, and eventually set up with the Combine. I want to run T-Bolt, Volt Switch, Combine, Scald. That's what I run every week on my Raikou. Yeah, fuck that shit. Not on this team.
bro is coming around with specs and vibing
You come in, you go out, and someone's died when you've gone out.
pretty much. Like I do like the breakers on this team though. Like for offense, it does have good offense. You know,
It
you
does.
got Sammy and Zapdos who are just great banded users,
We are
both
setting
Scarf
up the
users as
spikes,
well.
and we are smashing.
I hate this Aerodactyl Mega personally. I think if
He's
that had been
here.
a Mega Zam, 10 times
He's
better.
here to
Because
smash.
when you have a Mega weak to rocks and your hazard removal is Spin, Excadrill, or Defog Rabombi or the Mighty Volcanion, I think you're in a little bit of trouble. You know,
Just maybe.
both your defoggers weak to the rocks, so perma boots, and then you're losing out on some of the potential offense. You know,
Yep. I mean, you're not bringing off a defog. I think Bro's coming in, eating those rocks,
and
and
just
smashing.
DBing.
Yeah. It's like fuck that shit. I eat the rocks and I go.
Yeah, yeah, 100%.
We're not defogging in this team. We're smashing.
I think the Terra execute is nice. I'll give them props for that.
Yeah.
Bro can just come in and like drop Dracos, and then
And then drop dead.
yeah, drop dead or teleport out and manage to like come back in for a sack later on. You know?
Yeah. And then die later on instead.
Yeah, literally.
I laugh, but no, it is good if you can teleport out and die later on. It's a free sack later on, and HO needs those free
Hundred
sacks.
percent. I think the main questionable boys on this team is the Volcanion and the Raikou. I
Yeah,
think
I
there are
don't
much
know
better
what they
electric
do.
types than Raikou to choose on a HO
Yeah.
team.
In my opinion, this
And
team
then
cannot bring a solid six. So I'm like, yeah, that's some terrifying HO. I don't rate the Volcanion, and I really don't rate the Raikou. I rate the Volcanion over the Raikou personally, just because he's gonna hit like a truck at least. But like, I don't know,
ah, sure.
Volcanion. I want a team that's gonna keep the rocks off the field for Bro. He's gonna come in with his specs and he's gonna send something. I'm not sure
Yeah, pretty
how
much.
you're
Instead,
keeping.
he do be the water switching smile. I
Yeah,
I don't know what he's doing.
no, I don't know what he's doing over.
Like he could be gone, and I would still not notice him being gone. As in,
True.
like, if he didn't get brought to a single game, I would fully believe it. You know,
Mhm. Well, I wouldn't, because honestly, everything else is also shit. But that's
agreed.
not
But I also
credit to
think
him.
like, yeah, I think Bro does not help towards this rock weakness that the team has as
No.
well. Like,
If we could like forge a final six good mon on this team while sacrificing the Raikou and the almighty Volcanion, I think this team would have been in a much better place.
I think the Rabombi can fuck off as well, personally.
Same.
I get Webbs is funny, ha ha ha. But
But you bring in
like
Defog anyway for
low
Samurott, you know? Like,
low key, low key. Bro could have been a fucking Vikavolt. I would have hated Vikavolt more because at least like you then sack off this Raikou with the Rabombi, turn it into some cheap Vikavolt, and then you have a good solid amount of points to spend on like some more scary mons. Because like
hmm
Spectria, absolute menace. Sammy and Zapdos just running around banded, absolute menaces. And then like the rest of the team is just eh, you know?
Diddy, yeah,
You've got these
Diddy Zap,
three solid Pokemon,
Diddy
and
Big
then like
Arrow, and then Spin
yeah,
SD Drill,
DD
I
Big
guess.
Arrow, Spin SD, Banded SD, like Banded SD,
Bandit
fucking
SD goes
Banded
hard.
EQ Drill. Banded SD is the hardest, but like,
So when you get knocked off,
oh, I could see it. You banded a Rapid Spin into the knockoff into the SD. So smart.
it's game over.
But I don't know. There's some really nice potential HO bulky offense mons here, but then it it there's no synergy. I feel there's no synergy. You know,
Senshi is
the main
smash.
reason I think this team can smash is because of the free Pokemon and, like you said, arguably Mega Arrow, which I think could have been something else. I would have Loki rated a Mega Beedrill over this Mega Arrow because like at least bro's momentum rounding the rest of the team. You know.
Yeah, although like, I feel like he just gets gobbled up by some rocks.
So does this fucking Arrow. Though I will admit, Arrow do just sit there
Arrow
and get
come in
good.
and smash,
But
Mega
like,
Bijou come in and out, you know? Like, Arrow
Be
eats the.
Beedrill can fucking sit there, and I'm pretty sure bro gets SD. Like, he can do the same setup
Yeah, he's
bullshit
not
as
doing it as
well.
well as Arrow.
Nah, he's not. And like that's why I think Beedrill's like fucking 12, 10 points or whatever. But my point is, again, just points, you know? Take these points away
We've got
from.
fucking points we can miss out everywhere. Arrow's fine. What about the
That's what I'm
Raikou and the
getting at.
fucking
Nah,
Volcanion?
they can go too. All of them can fuck off.
Let Arrow live. What did he do to you?
He's ass.
Yeah, he's ass, but he's not as ass as the Volcanion and the Raikou.
Oh, oh, he's not. That's why we talked about them first.
Yeah, let bro live. Let him sort out the bigger
Ah.
problems. There's two dogs doing jack shit.
I just think all four of them could fuck off, and then like bro's got some yummy yummy points to play with, and like turn his HO dreams into a HO wet dream, you know, instead of like I pray that my Zapdos and Galar and Sammy can do shit, and like my opponent doesn't predict the move I'm gonna click with my banded boys, and then my Spectre can win late game,
Indeed.
you know. Like I'm not gonna lie, I think if it wasn't for the beautiful power of breaking power of Sammy, Zapdos, and the Spectre, I think this team would be at the bottom.
Indeed.
You know? Do you know another thing I'd love to see on this one? Like I like the you know, if you're running these Ribombi with defog, as in not defog, webs. They're so scared of defog because of the Zapdos, you know?
Yeah.
Like you do not want to be giving a Zapdos a +2.
Indeed.
Which again is such a nice reason why Sammy and I argue Ramon can fuck off, but like at least Sammy works so well with Gabdos.
Yeah, yeah. I agree. Rabombi can probably fuck off, although the amount of points it costs probably don't care that much. Just mainly.
I swear, I think it's like 8 points, no?
Is it? 8 points for that shite?
Yeah, it's way
Oh,
too many fucking points.
well, I can fuck off then. Agreed. You probably have like version on 40 points if you
Yeah, yeah, it's
fucked
8 points,
off.
bro. It's 8 points.
Fuck off
Hence,
all.
I said,
Fuck off all the
fuck all the
dogs
shitters.
and the fucking whatever the fuck it is. And then you got like 30 points to play with. You get like two good mons.
Mm-hmm. Two good ones, and then get some shit 1 pointer that you can terror alongside your Alolan Executor, and you're happy.
Exactly. yeah, that's pretty much it for me. Just offense with two
Yeah,
shit Pokemon that don't fit on offense, in my opinion.
pretty much, yeah. And I think like the rock's weakness is not appreciated.
No, you
You
could
know?
also get a Sandsetter for your drill, but those are pretty cool.
Yeah, but then you're leaning away from Smash, and like then
Oh,
they have to like
you should get the pure
go
rock one.
set
Get the
sand up and
Gigalith.
then smash.
No, get the Gigalith. Get Gigalith, yeah. Set
Exactly. Fuck Mega Arrow off. Get the Gigalith. Problem solved.
set up rocks, explode, get big, smash with the drill.
Oh. Yeah. Moving on, I think. Unless you've got
Ah, that's
anything else.
just the story of the
Next.
two useless dogs that ruined the team.
Respectable, respectable. Next we have Tay with Washington Weavers. He is doing quite well, 3-1. And
Popping off.
rated the team 8th overall. So like, you know, just like Viper, making sure that sometimes you can have a shit team, but you can somehow make it work. I just like to say this menace of a man or woman, I'm not sure, had a Chiyu and a Blacephalon on the same team. I just wanna, before they were dropped, you know, which I think is all wild.
It is slightly wild. I do love the triple dark spam, the dark spam special.
Oh, we love the dark types around here.
We love the dark types, although except for we don't, and that makes your team 10 times shitter than it could have been.
But
Not
hear me out. He
not
might have two
sure.
quad weaknesses to fighting, and then
Oh, and then the
three
quad
one weakness is fighting.
resist.
He's got two
Oh,
quad resists, baby.
his brain's so
You
big.
you want to hit CC, but you can't.
So
Huge.
big. Also, this King
Just don't
Gambit's
bring up what
never
U-turn
coming
is.
to a game.
Yeah, I don't see this King Gambit ever
Don't,
coming.
you didn't need another dark type that can break. Like, you
No,
have
I think
Chi-Yu.
Chi Weeball's completely fine.
Yeah, I think Chi-Yu Revolve's
You
fun
know,
as well. Like, two dark types, it's alright.
and like
Three,
I really like
mm,
they're not alone. You know, like both of them can't pivot out, and they've got Lando, Glow King, Ogapon, and arguably Hatterene with Baton Pass. Like all solid mons to get them in. You know,
calling Katarina a solid pivot might be a slight stretch, but yeah, I get what
it
you're
is a bit of a
saying.
stretch, but I found some respect for it. Like for Magic Bounce, he is the only Magic Bounce
Yeah, he's the
Pokemon.
magic bounce goat.
You predict a Toxic, bam, bring him in, Baton Pass out, easy peasy.
Exactly.
You think the mean Gliscor's going to Toxic Yolando? Bam, in comes Hatterene, and then they U-turn and you're sad. But we won't talk about those parts. I also really like the Terra Trapinch.
I
Things to
like that
go.
too. That is pretty cool. Big first impressions, big EQs.
Mm-hmm.
Probably only first impressions because you can't get the speed off to get it off an EQ.
90%, yeah. Well, you can run Sash EQ and pray that they don't have the mightiest of multi-hitting moves.
You could.
But I do think main thing is just be Terra Bug and first impression 'em.
Yeah, for sure.
Which, mind you, like when I
Could have
think
just
of Bug
picked up a
beating
low
something up,
kicks.
I I think yeah, literally. I think of well, they've got 4 dark types as well. But
Yeah,
what you call it?
that's
It
why you may
does
as
make
well
me
just
giggle
commit.
though that I think about what do you want to trap with a Terra Bug? You know, I'm thinking Megazam, the Latties, all these. In fact, I don't mean you can with the Latties. Ignore me, Rena Trap, small. But like plenty of Psychic types and some Grass types, right?
Hmm.
This team does not have problems with Psychic nor Grass types.
No,
Like
we've got all my dog
I'd
types.
argue, yeah, literally, I'd argue
They're
sure,
lining
like
up to beat up
maybe
the psychic types.
maybe you U-turn from Ogapon on the Grass type into Trapinch to kill it, and then Ogapon can go in ham. But like the Ogapon with U-turn already kind of doing fucking half of that Grass type's HP anyway.
Yeah, well, now it's very dead.
Yeah, seems so. But like I said, I don't mind it for a 2 point throwaway. Sure.
Yeah,
And same with
exactly.
Kling
It's only
Tang.
two.
Kling Tang's alright. Shift gear with 100 base attack.
Yeah.
It alright.
Yeah,
Not amazing.
personally, I think where this team just really fucked up was the King Gambit. If that King Gambit was another wall, I think this team's very good. Like
Hmm.
another pivot.
It's solid balance with Weeball and Chiyu.
Yeah,
I'd
literally.
argue it's missing out on an actual fast pivot, but like
Can't have it
very
all.
small nitpick.
Yeah, literally,
Yeah,
literally.
literally. I'm also not a fan of Arctifish, but
Same, but it's cheap as fuck,
especially
so who
especially on a
cares?
team that's already got water and ice, feels a bit mid. But like
Mhm.
I think he's doing chilly reception shenanigans with bro, so not terrible.
Yeah.
Like
How
Loki,
much is this?
AB Arctivish in the snow, bam, bro's a fat shit and sort of fast.
Yeah. How much is King Gambit? Because I feel like it's like 14, right?
He's 14 or 15,
Yeah.
yes.
I feel like we could have had a real good pivot in that slot, and then this team, like, I'm a massive fan, but unfortunately not. Because I feel like Glow King Lando T can't really hold the world together, but like one more, and then like on the verge of something very good.
Yeah, that King is 14. Like, for me, I think King Gambit, Kling Kang, fuck off to get like. So even Hatterene Loki, you don't need double psychic,
No, you
you
don't.
know? Don't get me wrong, no one's beating you with a Shadow Ball anytime soon with like yeah, a handful of fucking dark types. Though arguably they could. Small.
They
I
could,
still think
yeah. I was gonna
Spectria
say.
kind of Spectria kind of mean still. Oh, but yeah, team is all right, honestly. For how
Yeah.
low it's rated, it's definitely not a bad team.
No, literally.
It's just it kind of goes south in some places.
Yeah. Get Sylveon over that King Gambit and that fucking what you call it? Hat? Oof.
Irene.
Oof.
Mm-hmm. Even doing except floor just wouldn't be bad.
Yeah, literally.
Like bro already has a Spadef in Glow King, sure, but
Mhm.
like you've got one of the best defensive walls in Lando T.
Yeah, literally.
Like I think Glow King, not Glow King, Florges, and then like a half decent steel type. Bam! This team is looking so good.
Yeah, very solid.
I don't know about what you think, but like Melmetal would might be nice.
Memo would be
Melmetal over King
extremely
Gambit.
nice. Yeah.
Hattering turns into a Florges. Bam! Solid
Mhm.
team.
Literally. Team does also unfortunately lack. Actually, yeah, it does a bit. It does a bit lack hazards. Like just
Hazards?
spikes
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Ogre Pom's a bit rough for some
I
reason.
don't mind. You got rocks on Lando. You got rocks on King Gambit. Um, Glow King T spikes. I think it's so nice. I think that's like, bro could not have T spikes and still be just as good as a mon. The fact he also gets T spikes whilst being such a good mon is mind blowing in my opinion.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I think the Hazard is all right. I think it could definitely be better. Don't get me wrong. The team suffers from what I hate to see, and that's Lando T defogger. Like
Don't
that's an absolute sin. He's really relying on his Halloween to
to bounce.
magic bounce away. And it's why, like I said, I would rather have Slorges over Sylveon purely for defogging.
Yeah, yeah, then you
You
got a
don't
second
trap that
defog
Lando
would be
T
nice.
into that defog role because one of Lando T's biggest strengths is being allowed to be run banded or scarf or double dance.
Yeah, literally.
Or even
Being
just
allowed to have
rocks. You
its
don't really want to run
versatility.
rocks defog, you know?
No, Rock's defog
Like,
is fucking demonic.
hmm
But yeah, sounds good to me. I think I'm happy to move on.
indeed. And next boy would be Windmill with, I believe it's Panama. Yeah, um, Panama, Panama, Latias. I'll let you have a go at pronouncing it if you want.
Nah, alright.
I'm not so that. Ah, damn.
Panama.
Panama, yeah. Panama or Tamama? Panama, don't know. My Spanish slash Mexican slash, I'm not sure where it is. Intellect is not there.
Brain power gone.
we English, we English, we don't have accents. Accents scary. But yeah, team looking better away from the name. You know, you got your scissor Quagsire, also known as budget Quagsire Rotom Wash. Did I say Quagsire Rotom Wash?
You
I meant
did,
scissor
yeah.
Rotom Wash. But
Quagsire
yeah.
Wash goes
The
hard.
budget. Oh, I know.
My
I don't
favorite
affect
one
my Quag
will
anymore.
call the Quagsire Wash.
Oh,
Ooh-wee.
been a long day. But yeah, it's like scissor Quagsire. It's a little gimmicky, but it's not bad. Peckerant, very nice. Rotom Heat, tanking those fire hits. Crobat, waste of time. Zarude, waste of time. Inteleon, waste of time. Buffalon, a waste of time.
It sounds like you really don't
But
like this
but
team.
Flygon, kind of a waste of time.
Everything's
But
shit, but bro's got a Valiant and a Mega Scissor. Let's fucking go.
literally. Oh. But like, the one thing I would say I really like
And a
is
Petra on.
it's got multiple defoggers to support this Mega Scissor. Like, bro does not have to run defog, which already big bonus, you know?
Indeed.
And like, unironically, I hate Flygon. He awful. Like, he's just a shit at Gligar, in my opinion. But alongside Quagsire is kind of nice. When he's not your only grass type, not grass, for fuck's sake, ground type, bro's peak, you know?
Yeah. Ooh. No, I think like team could be better, but like the first four, pretty solid. Patch, Rotom,
Mhm.
Heat, Mega
I don't know
Scissor,
what this Crobat's
Valiant.
doing.
No, I don't know what Bro's doing either. Like, surely
Like a
you could have.
desperate temper speed control, but I feel like
Yeah,
there's got to be
maybe.
better options.
Like, if you wanted a flying type, I'm sure there's better options. If you wanted speed control, I'm sure there's
I'm
better
thinking just
options.
Noivern, for example.
Yeah, literally, Northern would have been nice on
Noivern
this team.
follows the same shit as
hmm
Crobat, but I swear he gets overpicked for no reason. But I would rate him more than this Crobat right now.
Yeah,
Not only because he's cheaper, but like just better in my opinion in this team.
yeah. Zarude, if it's not tanking too many U-turns, works decently into the wall core.
It's
Quag
got
is
a
like,
plenty of like bug resists to go
yeah,
alongside the Zarude,
literally.
which makes it nice. You know, you got Valiant to quad resist, you got Peckerant to quad resist, got Crobat the goat to quad resist.
hmm we can go places as well. Like we have momentum, we have blast off.
Literally,
We can get
we're finally
into
hitting like
his
that
Inteleon.
balance with. But yeah, I was gonna say that's where this team starts falling short. Is who is who's abusing said momentum? Valiant, who sure banned and specs is goated, and so's the life orb set, but like say you want to run speed booster because like you want like a wink on outside SD scissor, you then have the go Inteleon, which I think
The goat.
um is shite personally.
I also think it's shite.
Oh, bro's got nice speed and like sure he can hit hard, but then you realize he's mono water and he's not a Gren. You
Yeah,
know, bro is Gren's little brother trying to make it work with the non-stab ice beams and dark pulses.
really shy. Bro is very much, unfortunately, not a Gren,
No,
so he's ass.
pretty much. Like I said, he has his niche moments, and like there are situations where, say, like their grass type is their main answer to bro, and they're like, oh, he's not bringing the shitty Inteleon, and then you bring the shitty Inteleon, and the grass type's not Spadef, and then like you get the grass type a little chipped, and then bam, you get to air slash it or ice beam it, you kill it, and then Inteleon gets to have a little fun if like they have no special walls. You know, he can kind of clean. He
Yeah,
kind of does
he's
revenge
nice.
killing.
Yeah, he's nice
Kind of.
revenge killer and speed control to an
He's
extent.
semi budget in that regard, in my opinion, but he does do it. Like I said, I personally would rate just a really good breaker over the Zarude. Zarude's a lot of points for uh awkward ground resist, I guess.
I feel like this team needed a ghost resist though, is the thing.
valid.
Like, if there was a
But I think like
Mandibuzz, I wish that was a Mandibuzz.
I wish the Crobat was a Mandibles.
Well, yeah, transfer them both into a Mandibuzz and then go pick up your Breaker and your Speed Control.
100%. I'm also gonna go check how much this Bouffalant was, because if it's more than 1 point, it's gonna make me sad.
It's definitely more than 1 point. It's like 2
It's
to 3.
3 points. That's painful.
That's big Bouffalant. Can't be
I'd just
dissing,
like to
bro.
point out that he has Valiant and Scissor, and then his next most expensive one is Peckrant at 13. Bro kind of pulled the crossbow on us.
Bro did
Got
pull the crossbow.
the one good core to begin with, and then went, now time to save my points.
Now time for my 13 pointers. Let's go. I'm gonna build my
Literally.
RU team.
I want to build an army instead of a draft team.
Literally. But it ticks a lot of the boxes.
Like I said, it has pivot and vibes.
Literally.
Like,
Pivot and
I'm
vibes.
sure Megas is breaking enough things, you know?
Literally. Mega Scissors Valiant, like, hard to go wrong. Like I said, a pile of shit with Mega Scissors Valiant is still Mega Scissors Valiant, so, like,
Literally.
still going places, Petra and Rotom Heat, not bad either. Fucking Zarude will do a job as a Ghost Resist, I guess. Crobat can, like, fuck knows what Crobat's doing.
Look how he is on the dock. He's trying to fly away. That's what
Yeah,
Crobat
literally.
does.
Crobat's like, fuck, why am I here, bro? We got a ground resist in both. We got two levitate
Oh.
ones
Two
and
levitate mons, ground
Zarude.
resist in Zarude.
We've already got a poison type in Petulant. Fighting types aren't a problem. Fairy types aren't a problem. Bro don't know why he's here. I don't know why bro's here. He's just kind of there. Like, you're not gonna tell me your speed control is fucking Crobat. I don't care. I don't like what's he gonna do with his base 80? Base 80 attack.
He's gonna brain bird me with
He's got a brave
base
base 90.
90.
Sorry, base 90.
I'm
Gonna
a
really
choice
hurt.
band Crobat. Watch out, buddy.
Literally. Just not it, really.
Yeah, it is really not.
Like, if you wanted something to do damage with flying type moves, you could have just picked like a Staraptor and done Scarf Brave Bird. Does the same shit. It's probably Scarf Brave Bird Staraptor probably hits harder than Banded Crobat. In fact, I'm almost certain it does.
That's
Not
a ghost immunity, baby.
literally, that's a ghost immunity as well. Other than its Bouffalot.
Yeah, but it's just terror, so like.
True, it's not
And I
longer
suppose
ghost
really gonna be
immunity.
terror normal head charge, which, if you're doing that, then I should introduce you to this thing called Guts Facade. It's very cool. But yeah.
Indeed. Yeah, but his Guts Facade 3 points.
There might be a Guts boy down there for 3 points. I believe.
True. Yeah, but he's getting burnt. He can't be a Shadow Ball resist for so long. He's getting chipped. But yeah, his Crobat's fucking useless.
Yep, agreed. And I think the Flygon's pretty useless. But I will
Wait,
admit,
what's it?
as
The
I said,
Flygon is pretty
out of
useless.
all the teams I've seen a Flygon on, he somewhat fits this team. You know?
Exactly. He's with his people with utter shit.
Yeah. Him and
Yeah.
Klaxon are like waving at each other across the board.
Hello. We're two bad ground types. Together, we might stop an electric attack before I bring both of them to the same match.
That's what Zaru's job's there for.
Jokes aside, the team's not that bad, but I just wanted to take the piss out of Flygon. Because Flygon's
Oh,
ass.
agreed. Mega Flygon is the only thing that'll ever make that thing relevant.
Indeed.
And even then, they'll make it a bug type, and then it'll be weak to rocks, and it'll just be a Mega Beedrill in disguise.
Nah, bug ground, bug ground. Bug ground heart.
We hope, we hope.
Stab U-turn, stab
Fuck off
first
the dragon
impression.
type.
Let's go.
And stab EQ still.
Yeah,
Well.
literally. For the steals and the poisons coming in, sounds hard. Give bro adaptability, he's in.
Literally.
yeah, pretty an amazing start with mid components to make a okay balanced team, realistically.
100%. I think it's also a lovely thing to mention is Valiant does not appreciate the mightiest of Pecorins.
So picked
So
up
it is funny
Petra.
to see the
Let's go.
picking him up. It is it's alright. I can see the thought process behind it.
That's why I picked up Crobat. It makes sense now. He's never
Crobat gets T-bolted.
seen
My boy
Carmine
Crobat.
Valiant. Yeah, but you don't want to run Carmine
D,
Valiant.
he's only SD. Makes
Exactly.
sense now. Bro's prepping for Valiant to be on the team.
Yeah, Valiant's getting smashed by Bro,
Exactly.
Valiant can't run both T-Bolt and SD knockoff of Petch. Like, Bro's on the bin.
Pretty much. Anyway, moving on before we derail.
Before we
Our next
derail.
team. uh, our seventh team on the power rankings would be Jason with the Grand Canyon Gallades. Now, you might say, is that a first pick Blossom? And I'd say, no, don't be crazy. Don't be silly. That was a first pick Lilligant. It's all good.
It's all good. It's impressive you got this high up with a first pick pile of shit.
Yeah, because there was so much good shit left around, but no one else wanted to pick it up.
Yeah.
People were too busy picking up second round Keldeos. So, Bro was allowed to get Chomps and Mega Mawals. And yeah, team is interesting.
Team is very interesting. It is like Veil and Smash. Veil and Smash pretty good.
They'll
Not
smash good, yeah.
not sure quite. I understand the maybe I do.
Polygon
Maybe I do.
Zapdos.
We can have like a balance mode with the Emp and the Zap. You know, Emp Zap Chomp. Not an infamous
You
walk the
bring
Emp Zap
your
Chomp, but you know, it's there.
you bring your lefties Chomp for the week with spikes and rocks.
Exactly.
Like
Spikes
bro's
Rock.
got so much hazards.
Then we got the Beyblade Turtle. Gonna spin on the haters.
Literally.
Has a stack. And then we got
Got
like
more wall
Morwell.
breaking
Yeah.
everyone.
Team's kind of fucking slow, can't lie, but
Seems very slow. But that's where the Quibberdance Blossom comes in.
facts. Bro's Terror as well, right?
Yeah. Pew pew pew.
Big.
Terrified, goated.
Yeah.
Also, all I'm gonna say is I might not completely see the genius in this team. I think I can see the direction it's going in. But I wouldn't want to use it personally. But all I'm gonna say is he's going 4-1.
True.
So
And
Smash is working.
Bro has traded 3 of his Pokemon for 3 Sandslash Alolas. Holy shit! Bro's going in. He sends up the hail,
Holy
and he
shit.
sends in the army of Sandslash Alolas. Bro hit different.
Oh, that's beautiful. Fuck knows why he's doing that, but we move.
But Sandslash Alola was so scared he didn't show up on the pictures over. Like he didn't show up on the front
He
over
didn't
here.
know.
Oh, but like, oh baby, is he here?
Oh, I love spreadsheets.
He's still in the lads.
Oh.
I think
Yeah,
that's
Terror Load and Sandslash, and then I don't think Beartick has Terror, right?
no.
I think it's just a Sandslash. Oh, solid in my opinion. Like they're just nice win cons that Bro can pull out his ass when he
100%.
needs.
Jokes aside, like Alolan Sandslash Terror, very good. We saw Sean use it in the other season and it did work.
Mm-hmm.
Shit's good. Yeah. On paper, this team does look a bit shit to the naked eye with this lack of speed control, but
Yeah, literally.
Veil Smash, very good.
Mm-hmm.
And like the
Veil Smash, it has the setups with Chomp, ah, fucking hell, Chomp and Morwell.
mm-hmm.
You got Turtle setting up and smashing.
Yeah,
Zap and Emp aren't amazing, but like they again contribute to being able to run balance some weeks.
yeah. The Syrian Quillfish is also decent for running balance some weeks, you know? He's actually a good dog and go through this with all due credit.
Oh,
He
100%.
could also contribute to the balance and set up some hazards if you don't want to do it on Chomp. Like, the speed is lacking, but it can be made up for. And when you got
Mm-hmm.
Veil, the lack of speed isn't as big as of a deal, because, like, you're just setting up, you know?
Yeah, literally. I just like point out I do like the type range from Emp, Zapdos to Chomp. Like they all cover each other's weaknesses very well.
Yeah.
Like outside like Ghost ruining them, but like Ghost ruins every bloody
I mean, they're all
wall
neutral
core
to
in the
ghosts,
world.
in fairness, like, you
Yeah,
know?
literally.
And we got
There's
Hisuian
no like no
Quillfish in the
resist. And you got
back.
Hisuian and you got Tull.
Yeah, literally. And we
You know,
got
so it's not like Ghost is a problem.
literally we got Mega Ball for the dark types as well. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and Ninetales. Although you don't want to switch in Ninetales on those Nox realistically, because you want the Light Claw.
Yeah, I was gonna say Mor's such a nice knock fodder.
Literally. Eat it up and destroy
Not
one
sure about
for a
this
Pokemon
Mesprit
turn.
personally. If I was gonna be nitpicky. The Mesprit.
Maybe you can run
Um,
some weakness policy, you know? Weakness policy in the screens. Get big.
Possibly,
Store
I
the
feel like
power.
Azolf would do a better job of that, though I do know Azolf's a lot more expensive, so
As
fair
alpha,
enough.
maybe even
I can see
Uxie.
also if you do want to go HO route, like you just run your Mesprit with the mighty Hazards lead.
True.
So like, I can see it doing that job. It's weird, like the team together, I feel tries to do too many things. It feels like the jack of all trades of a team.
Yeah,
You know,
very much
it's
so.
got its bulky offense, it's got its HO potential, it's got its balance. But I wouldn't say it's particularly
Good at anything.
good at any of them. But it
No.
has all these options where I think team prepping into it is going to be hard
Yeah, very much so.
because like I think a good balanced team will still just kind of ruin it, and like a good HO team with a good speed control that like can shut down this Ninetales early, and then you don't care about this Bear Tick and Sandslash abusing said speed, and even then they're not that fast. Like if you have like a fast mon looking at Pult, looking at that amazing Mega Arrow,
Yeah,
like they
true.
set up a DD or something, and then it's probably game because the team does lack priority outside Sucker more well.
Yeah, if you do shut down the what do you call it? The screens, it's looking rough for the HO variants, and like it's not the best wall call you ever seen either. Like the the Chomp, the Zap, and the Quillfish. And I'm not exactly writing home about the epic wall core I saw today.
Literally, like I said, it works in a pinch, but would not rely on it
No,
to be there all the time. But yeah, you anything else to say?
not really. Other than just like Turtle is a cool Pokemon, and Turtle can get you out of a lot of situations. So you run it on balance. When things been chipped, you can just get big. It could also revenge kill and eat hits, so it's kind of a pretty good revenge killer, which somewhat negates the lack of speed control. Not fully, because like you still got to play the rest of your game with your slow shit team, but
Sure.
it means you're not losing on the spot to that kind of stuff. And like, oh baby, with Mega Ball, well can this team break? For Turtle.
And Chomp's also a great breaker,
Yeah, literally.
just to mention. Even Zapdos is a good breaker. With like, I think we mentioned in like last video is that Moltres and Zapdos, like you give them Hurricane, you give them the mean Thunderbolt, bam, standing things, you know.
Mm-hmm. Dual Stab, Toxic Roost.
The upper half of the div now. We're in the top six, I think, so I can count properly. Smell. And we have Dragapult. Oh yeah, it
Oh,
has to be in top
yeah.
six because it has a Pult on the team. We have our first overall pick, and I'm pretty sure the only div that first picked Pult for the first pick, which just makes sense. No complaints there. I think the Deoxys defense is not showing up. He's shy, but we don't talk about him.
He's in the Shadow Realm, but he should be right here.
Literally. Just, I'll let you do it post edit, you know? Draw a little Deoxys there for us.
I definitely
So,
won't.
nope. We're too lazy for that shit. But I like the Polt into Treads. I think like there's better combos to start off with, but like not bad, I guess.
No, it's not
Core's
bad.
probably gone by that point. Lando team might have been gone. I don't think he was though, but like could have been gone.
Could have
Bicycle
been
could have
gone.
been gone. Could have been. Who knows?
Could have been.
Um,
Probably wasn't, but could
could
have
have been.
been.
Could have. Zard Y. I don't think it's early, but I don't mind it.
No, I don't think they're silly either. But
Um,
yeah, it's all right. Got
no,
your speed and got your breaker. Got your spinner as well.
literally.
We're in.
Okie dokie to do setup shenanigans.
Yeah.
Darkrai's a bit more speed and power.
Big Azu
Terra
and
Rotom fan, we
oh
always
the
love.
goat. Yeah, literally got that. Big Azu. Got big fucking big Shaman. Not sure Big Shaman is that
Crossbow would be
big.
proud.
Yeah, Crossbow would be proud. Whipped out.
Yeah, that is a massive shaman. He's bigger than the Zard.
That's a huge Shaman.
Huge. Uh,
Deoxys defense. The invisible Deoxys defense.
indeed. What's
Yeah,
known as like what's keeping the team together.
together
The
literally.
typical
The glue.
P2 glue.
Mhm. I think the team's just like pretty good, pretty good. Nothing special, but just pretty good.
Yeah.
Got your fast mons in Dragapult. You know, everyone knows what fucking Dragapult does. Got Darkrai. Darkrai doing things, status spreading, fucking fast, nasty plot. Trick Scarf if you want.
Okie setting up bulk up bullshit.
Mhm.
Sumeril's there. Like, I won't lie, this team has a lot of setup and smash. However, unlike a lot of teams, I think it's okay with that, you know?
Yeah.
It's embracing the setup and smash, and it slapped a Deoxys defense and a Rotom fan there
Mhm.
with treads, which is completely fine in my opinion.
Literally.
Like, Polt is a good enough mon to kind of pop off in that regard. One little nitpick I'm having is I'm just looking at the mons picked, and that could have been a Polt and Great Tusk. And holy shit, would I be saying this team's 10 times better if that was the case, but instead it's 9 treads. Though coming on to the Polt, the Great Tusk thing, I do like how he's picked up Mega Wizard Y, and he knows it's just a breaker. You don't need to run some shitty
Sun team. Yeah.
chlorophyll sun team bullshit with it. You don't need it. Like,
Literally.
again, I won't lie, Great Tusk would have been better than this treads in my opinion, but that's just because Great Tusk is
Better mod
a
than
monster.
treads. Literally. Not
Yeah,
because you want to
literally.
use the protein. Not the protein,
Yeah,
the photosynthesis.
yeah, yeah. I do like the steel type on treads though. Like I said, I think it's a very fast paced team, but like all the other teams that we've seen so far, it can just go fast paced. As it's
Mhm.
Deoxys defense, as Rotom Mat fan, they come in, they might recover if the mean man they come against isn't that mean. But most of the time, they're just going to teleport and Volt Switch out, go into Darkrai, Polt, Azumarill, Okidoki, Zardwy, name it, you know.
And smash.
Shaman, I don't know what he's doing. I could see some bulky Leech Seed. I could see some annoying Seed Flare bullshit.
I think it's all right for some games. You can like pair it with the Azu and the defensive
Mm-hmm.
mons, and you can make like a kind of defensive core. Azu and Shaman can kind of like contribute to the defensive core some weeks as well.
Mm-hmm. 100%. I just think this team's fast, and that's okay. You
Yeah,
know, it thankfully because it has Polt can just get away with being super fast to play. Like I would not be surprised if like we look at stats and man's average turns per battle is like sub 20 because I feel like this team is just a smash, you know. I'd say sub 20 is a bit of an exaggeration, but I'd say like mid 20s easily every
yeah.
game.
Although I feel that could be said about most teams in this league, to be honest.
Yeah, but I'd argue that's because like they just crumble, not because
Yeah, yeah, because they can win in sub
they
20.
play so fast. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah. No, I agree.
Like, I know we've criticized people with like their free SD mons, for example, and stuff like that, but like that's because they all were set up, but they all similar setup. They all got
Yeah,
walled by similar
as
things.
well. The thing
Like,
is,
remember the
those
um,
setup mons can only do setup. Like the fucking from the other div, the Haxorus plus Bloom plus Scallopede team. Like they're pretty much all just SD sweepers. Granted, what's his face? Haxorus can do DD if you prefer, but like same kind of thing. Like Azu can run banded. Um, what do you call it? Darkrai can
Okidoki can
run
run some
Scarf or
weird AV set.
Specs. You know, like Dragon Ball obviously doesn't have to run DD. It can run like Specs, Band, whatever.
Willow Hex.
Willow Hex, yeah, that's true. Zardwire is always going to be a breaker.
Mm.
Okidoki, probably a lot of times setup can also do other stuff. Like,
Loki. You could also just be a cretin and run fucking Cosmic Power Deoxys defense.
or just taunt Seismic Toss. I've seen that do work as well.
Yeah, literally taught Seismos is goated for breaking walls. It's like a budget tram.
Literally, this team could just do lots of different things, and there's lots of different sets you have to prepare for. You can even run
Mm.
physical Zard Y if you want on some weeks. There's lots of
Never
versatility for this
Blissey.
team.
Flare Blitz it away.
Exactly. So that's yourself as well, but
100%.
set up for that pull.
Kamikaze join for Bolt, exactly.
Yeah.
You get it.
Trick options as well, like the Roam Fan and the Darkrai and the Doxy Speed if you really, Doxy's Defense if you really want to run it as a Trickmon. Like, got lots of different ways to just break opposing teams with
Very
like
much.
the option to also just run a solid defensive Warcore if you want. It just feels like it ticks us all. Doesn't tick all the boxes, but like everything, all the fundamentals that you really need, it has.
Like, you look at the team as a whole and you're like, I don't feel it. And then you kind of look more into it and you see the Bolt, you see the Zard Y, and you just kind of see, like, bro just wants to go fast, you know?
Gotta go fast. No,
That's okay.
literally.
Like,
Like
when I say
run.
go fast, I mean it's in like play fast, not necessarily at speed tip. But even then, like if you look at his team, like he has base 50 in his rule, and then it goes up to base 80 on Okidoki, and then everything else is just speedy.
It's
So
very
like
yeah.
all these bulky offense teams that we've been seeing are just gonna get shat on by this because
Mm-hmm.
all of these mons outspeed your bulky offense. Tank a hit probably from your bulky offense because they're just better bulky offense mons, and then
Literally.
kill your bulky offense mon back, and then bam, in comes Pulp to ruin your day after like you've been trading like 4 of your mons for 5 of his mons, and then bam, Pulp wins.
Yeah, literally. That and like you got actually fast mons and like banded what do you call it, Jet Azu. Like lots of ways to just revenge kill if needed.
Literally, like Pult and then Azumel are the main two. I'd say even Scarf Darkrai
Yeah, I
you've
was gonna
got
say
that kind
Darkrai.
of.
I mean, even just Specs Darkrai. 125 is nothing to scoff at. That's
Yeah,
faster than
true,
a lot
true,
of the teams we've seen. Some max speed mons so far.
100%.
Feels like this one's a bit short, but I don't really have anything much else to say. It just does what it says on the tin. It can run bulky offense version on balance. It can run a fast version of that. Can just smash if it wants to. It's got lots of disruption, lots of trick.
I think it struggles in balance personally, like
Playing as balance or into.
as balance.
It's
Like
it's
I
like
don't know
it's
how
like a
well Box's
faster
defense,
balance.
Rope Fan, Okidoki's trade's gonna work.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think it definitely leans towards it's not sustained for stall. It's just kind of very low defense side on the balance.
hmm I'd still call it balanced to an extent because you've probably got what like you could probably run a team with like 3 walls and 3 offensive mons some weeks. Just a faster version of it than like you may be expecting compared to other Wilds
Yeah,
teams.
yeah, for sure. Let's say just a looser balance than like you'd normally expect from the archetype, but would
Yeah.
still work fine. But yeah, like I said, solid team. I think it's got plenty of flaws. Don't get me wrong. I think you come against a wall breaker and you want to play sack wars, but say they can wall your Zard Y with the power of a slow king and then got some compult. Yeah, I think the team starts struggling a bit.
Yeah.
Like I could see where the team starts falling apart quite easily.
The
Like,
ghost and dark resist being the ghost actually not the dark, but just being Darkrai is rather rough.
mhm, sure, and like ice as well
hmm
is quite rough on Azumarill being the main
Yeah,
resist,
actually.
especially when you've got like Holt who does not appreciate the ice.
No, ice spam goes very hard.
Especially as Azumarill's really not going to be running lefties for that extra recovery to like not just die to a couple ice school crash chips.
Literally, I mean you can, but you rather not.
Bro's either the mightiest of belly drums or just going to be banned if I feel it.
Pretty much.
If you're running like a fucking lefties Zoomer with Sap Sipper or some bullshit, I feel like just go get a Prim, you know?
Yeah,
Which is why I think this team definitely leans more into that go fast mentality of just win before like my teammate opponent can set up his win con. But like I said, I do think balance will work into some matchups. I just think it's definitely not a I can run balance most my weeks. I think it's like I can go balance here.
yeah.
It's more so a potential option over a valid option. But yeah, you got anything else to say?
That's about it. I think for that one.
Nice. Fifth overall team. It's really going on hard on the gimmicks with a rain and electric terrain. You always love to see it. My Thunders are accurate in the rain and get power boost. Bam, bam, bam.
Bad, bad.
I think Choice Specs bundle in the rain is going to be an absolute menace, especially if it's not needed to be timid. Like, tell me a mon that's not water absorbed that's living Choice Specs, terrain boosted, rain boosted, hydro pump. You know,
Literally, there's not much. We've got
the
like
call out drum. Like even his little 60 base water pulse is doing like shit tons.
Uh, got like Rain with all its staples, also known as Arcodon and Swampert.
Swampert.
Very good. Like if this team had
Yeah,
took the five bundle Coco, Arcodon, Pelipper, and Mega
Mega
Swampert,
Swampert.
and like not then built a pillar shit around that, such a good team. But I
Yeah, this team
personally
could have been so much higher.
don't see the vision of Incineroar and Rain. Kind of a bit shit in my opinion.
Incineroar on the range, shit. I'm not sure about Snorlax. Like,
It's not gonna work, but like meh, you know. Let's like
met
the
indeed.
Among Us, you know, like what shit like
Yeah,
that.
literally. Where's the Tangrowth?
Why do we whip out fucking Snorlax and fucking Incineroar and
Galarian
Weezing?
Slowking as
Like,
well. Yeah, Galarian Sweet, fucking wheezing.
hmm
Like, what concerns me is I feel like Bro picked up this Snorlax so he doesn't get beaten up by the other water Pokemon. But
but
that's
don't
not
work
gonna
like that, bro.
work.
You're just gonna die to
Uh,
us like the moves in the rain.
like, I'm sorry, but like, you come against the mighty Choice Specs Hydro, name your semi-fast water Pokemon, fucking Inteleon, for example. Fast water Pokemon here, like, the Archelon is not appreciating that.
No,
And he is the main water resist, I would say.
literally. Like both your
Like
war
the Spadef on this
resists.
team is so low.
Yeah, literally, both your war
Like
resists are not good
defensively,
Spadef.
oh yeah, it's cracked, bro. You know, you got shit tons of defense, but Spadef wise, you've got Snorlax. You know,
hmm
I think that's a big concern in my eyes. I think I was about to say Armadillo, but Armaldo, all right. You know,
I'm a dildo.
Armaldo, Armaldo, not too shabby in the rain. I think he gets his terror. You know, all right. I don't mind. But I gets a terror into like water type and cosplay as a floatzel without wave crash. But yeah, I don't mind him, you know.
Yeah, I don't
But
mind him.
then I think the Phalanx, the Runarigus, especially the Runarigus, what's the Runarigus doing on a rain team? Is he really here to vibe on the Volt switches? Oh, what's that? Is that a Swampert? Oh, is that my ground type that I'm bringing every week? Oh, sorry, Runarigus, go sit in the corner. You know, I don't know what
Hmm.
this Runarigus is doing. I don't know what this Weezing is doing. I don't know what this
No,
Snorlax is doing.
you've got
And the
five
Incineroar.
Pokemon that you can bring every week. So I don't know why we then whipped out four piles of shit. Like just find the common weakness. So like we we'd like a Spadef wall realistically to pair with this team
Uh-huh.
with some pivoting
Another thing I'm
that can cover its
a bit
weaknesses.
gimmicky, but given this team is just gimmicks, Blissey and Chansey get terrain. You know, like that could be your Spadef all over Snorlax,
Hmm.
and then if you need that extra terrain support, they can even use terrain teleport.
Yeah,
I
true.
don't rate it that much personally. I've used it a little bit myself in Scarlet, but it's an option compared to just Snorlax.
Yeah, I think Among Us would
You know.
just be like so good for this team. Like
Hmm.
it doesn't like electric types, especially those with Grass Knot. And it doesn't like offensive water types that can hit on the special side. Among Us could deal with
Doesn't
both
like
of
the
those
electric
problems.
types. I think the fact you've got a team that boosts electric and water moves, and you did not think about grass on your
Yeah,
team
it's kind of
is
menacing.
wild.
Like a
Like,
grass type in the rain is like one of the most common things ever. Like every
hmm
rain team sees a grass type pretty much, except for this one apparently. Like Among Us was just an open goal pickup really. Didn't have to be Among Us. Could be something like Tangrowth as well, but you know,
could even been Zarude. I wouldn't mind a Zarude on the team over this
literally.
Incineroar.
Mhm.
Not a fan of Zarude, but he would have fit fine on this team.
Yeah, literally. Just some kind of fat
'Cause I
grass
just
type
don't
would be
know.
great.
It had five such peak mons and then just went to shite. You know,
Yeah.
like you've got this electro shot in the rain and the terrain, dope. You've got Iron Bundle sending shit. You've got Swampert sending shit. You got your two Fizdef trying to be Fizdef anyway. Wolves and Coco and Pelipper kind of running around, U-turning and roosting and defogging and doing the bullshit. Like, I don't know why you then just had to get a fire type, a Snorlax, a Runarigus, which like Loki I think actually costs quite a bit for what he does. Weezing, who I just don't see what he does on this team. Like you've already got plenty of potential Fizdef Wolves, and then like Phalanx, you know.
Yeah, literally.
Phalanx is a one pointer, mind you, and Terra, so I don't actually mind it too
Yeah,
much.
Phoenix is whatever. The armadillo, like you said earlier, he's okay.
No. Incineroar, Weezing, Runarigus, and Snorlax together are 35 points.
That could have been two good Pokemon.
Yeah, 35 points, two solid Pokemon, and then even like your dog shit Runarigus kind of Pokemon, you know?
Literally.
That's like a good 15 pointer, a good 12 pointer, and then like a little 9 pointer type thing. Like, that's so many points just to be wasted on not building towards your team.
Like, I'm so certain Among Us would do so much for this team, and all the mons we've just
Hmm.
mentioned are like more expensive or around the same price of Among Us. You could swap one of them for Among Us, and this team would be 10 times better instantly. But no, this team like loses to the terrain and the weather it sets up itself.
Pretty much. And one thing I'm surprised, I think it already got taken, but a lot of Raichu would have fit on this team very well as well.
Yeah, true, true.
Even regular Raichu wouldn't have been that bad. Again, I don't rate it necessarily because it's quite a few points, but if you drop this Runarigus and the other shitters, get two solid Mons, and then bam, Raichu, Alola, and Amaldo are your two Terra users, this team is getting into S tier territory quite easily.
Yeah, yeah.
Like the fact Bro had been given Bundle and Coco is already kind of nice. I think Bundle's not the best abuser of the train, but I also think he's not bad if you can abuse the lack of speed, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I get what you
So like
mean.
if your opponent doesn't hit that 370 fresh mark, then Bundle can run modest, and then he's an absolute menace in the terrain. And even then, in the terrain, he's not bad. Like you can't outspeed bro ever when he's in
Literally,
that
he's
terrain.
resuming. Like he's a
But yeah,
really good.
talking about speed though,
He's a really
the
good
speed
in the
drops off
rain
a
as well.
fucking cliff after Coco and Bundle. Yeah, I like him in the main too. Like you're sending those hydro pumps, and like, oh, what's that? A water type? Oh, they dead to freeze dry. But yeah, team is got such good potential, and like got given
Team
so much
could,
freedom with those first
unironically, could
five
have been the
bombs.
best team I've ever seen, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Unironically,
For sure.
like if you didn't whip out shite for no reason, like I think you could have
I know this is gonna be a
godly.
hard take, and to be fair, with Arcadon, maybe not. I wouldn't even mind seeing like a Gudra on this team as like the Spadeffel with
Yeah, and the electric and the water resist.
hydration rest,
Yeah.
literally. Like, sure, you got Double Dragon, but like they're doing completely separate roles.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's not even like there's a shortage of grass types, you know. It's not like Broken argue, oh, all the grass types were taken. No, there's plenty of grass types out there. But yeah,
Mhm.
like I said, I feel like a parent. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed with how this team could have gone.
Nah, I'm mad. This could have been amazing. And now it's mid.
Understandable.
And now it's 1-3 and mid as fuck.
I'm also pretty sure at least one of those 1 in 3 losses is a forfeit loss as well.
Yeah. I mean, stuff comes
I
up,
think
fair
Bro
enough,
doesn't
but I
know he
mean.
can do free agent trades, and he decided he ruined his team and doesn't want to play now. Just doesn't know he can trade.
Bro's still trying to discover a grass type. It's hard.
One day, the grass
One
types
day.
will come.
One day we'll discover them. Ooh. One day they'll be real.
Right.
And on that day, this team
You
will
ready to
be
move on?
magnificent. But until that day, it'll continue to be mid. Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. We're into our top third now. Fourth overall. We're getting to the juicy stuff. We've got the Roaring Moon Corv.
Mega
Always a solid
Penosaur!
start. We got Mega Penosaur. We got Screamtail. I hate Bro, but Blastoise is not bad
Not
to an
bad.
extent. I don't think he's that good, but like he at least frees up Corv to like be Iron Defense press one day.
One day. Bro could run
Um,
Iron Defense Press, Brave Bird as well. Whoa. Or Bro could run Iron
you
Defense
got
Press,
a
Taunt Roost. Stonkies.
mm,
Are
you
you
got,
at Iron Defensing with me? I'm taunting you. Unlucky.
um, have you been scarred by someone Iron Defensing on your Iron Defense?
No. No one else believes in Iron Defense other than me. So I'm fine.
CFD.
Except for the people that run Taunt believing in my Iron Defense. Most people believe in Iron Defense.
Uh, I like Mamo on this team a lot. I think all the pivoting it has with the Roaring Moon and the Corv and the Circuitry to an extent. I don't rate Bat and Pass on Screamtail, though like not terrible if you think they're going to switch into their mean steel type on you and you Bat and Pass predicting said steel type and then you get a free switch instead of just doubling yourself, then it works. And also, on the actual fast Pokemon. Um yeah, Mamu, very nice on this team, I think. And also, we hate Mega Venusaur, but he does work quite well on this team as well.
He do.
Like, outside this Magmortar, which I'm pretty sure, I'm hoping is low points, 4 is still pretty high. Magmortar and this Araquanid are my two gripes with this team.
I don't like the Electric Boy, personally. I don't see the point of Xurkitree on this team.
That's fair.
I think the mon's just ass in general, though. Not, I take it back, it's not on this team. I just think the mon is ass.
Yeah, I think it's alongside like Corv, bro, don't mind, because if they bring in the ground type, Corv's often quite free into most ground types.
Yeah, 100%. But then I feel like you probably wasted some momentum to get into Bro, which could have just been used on your Roaring Moon, your Mamo.
Yeah, but you could have also just energy balled on the switch and killed said ground type.
Yeah. What if it's a grass type? Then what?
Then you signal beam it. And if it's an Among Us, then you run away to your Venusaur and hide behind him.
Exactly. Every grass type is Among Us, so unlucky.
No,
I just
I
don't
don't mind him on
like
this
him.
team.
I feel like I'd rather
I think
break with
I,
Mamo if I'm going to break with something slow, you know? You don't need two slow breakers. I got Mamo. Mamo going to get big.
100%. There's not many things that do wall Mamo. The main things that I like Circuitry is he's forcing people to bring ground type against you, which is very nice for the
Yeah,
rest
that's
of the
fair,
team.
but that could have been like
Oh,
any
any
electric
electric
type.
type.
That
No.
could have been Jolteon, and then you
Could have
got
been a Reggie
better.
Alexi.
Yeah, literally. And then you got, well, maybe
Yeah,
not
I would rate
Regieleki.
Reggie Alexi a lot more.
Yeah, Regieleki or like
I don't know.
Jolteon.
John's alright. I think Reggie Alexi's better than Jolteon without terror. Personally.
Nah, Jolteon better.
Nuh-uh.
I toxic you on the
Damn.
Switch. Unlucky.
Damn, what's that? It's a Treads? Oh.
Yeah, well, that's a tread, so it died to the Shadow Ball anyway. Womp womp.
Nah, it's the AB Treads.
It's the
Your favourite.
goats. My bad. My bad.
What's that? It's an Among Us that came out instead of the ground type and like a didn't bulk switch? Damn. My poor Jolteon.
Yeah, well, not everyone has Among Us, you know. I may have just said earlier
Bro, you
every
just told me
grass.
everyone has Among Us.
Oh fuck! When electric was shit, what you meant to do? Just lose. Just don't pick up an electric type, you
Electric
know.
types
That's why bro's
overrated.
bad.
You heard it here first. What are electric types?
Bad.
Exactly. But yeah, like I said, I do not rate the spotter, and I do not rate the hand cannon, and you don't rate the bundle of
Food.
wires. I also don't really rate the Blastoise, but I think on a team, Blastoise does fit this team okay, so I'm not really going to take away.
He's alright. It's not. It's not. It's not like negatively impacting the team. He could have been better, I think. But like, you know, what can you do? Sometimes you just really like Blastoise.
Literally, sometimes the urge to get one of each starter is too strong.
Exactly. Sometimes your favorite
I'm
starter
genuinely
turn up.
surprised this Magmortar is not a Charizard.
Charizard. Charizard. Should have been. Should have been
Should have
Charizard.
been. At least they could do Belly Drum Select-Berry. What's this Magmortar doing? Following me? Like, oh no. This isn't VGC, bro.
Jack shit is what he's doing. Wasting 4 points. That's what bro's doing.
Literally.
But yeah, I think this team's not higher up because we wasted points on some wires, a spider, and a fucking cannon.
Pretty much. Like I said, the team has a solid 6 to bring.
Yeah,
Well,
it
I'd
does.
say solid 5, and then Nihilego and Blastoise take it in turns. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's not gimping itself too hard. Although
Sure.
personally, I prefer if I. Well, I've never actually used a Mamo, but like I think if I did use a Mamo, I prefer it to be one of those on and off mons. I don't want to bring Mamo every week. It's not that kind of mon for me. I think it's one of those
I
mons
think
from
he
like.
definitely can. I think like you can bounce between Blastoise, Nihilego, and Mamo.
Yeah,
Though I would argue I think Mamo feels fairly important on the team.
Injury because he's the ground type.
Not just that, he's also like the main breaker.
Got Moon. Moon can pop
You know?
off.
You got Moon, but like big fairy type come in, you're sad.
Yeah,
What's coming in to upset Mamo? Fuck all.
indeed.
Maybe a mean core, but like you've got the mean core, so
It's a Rotom Wash. Rotom
bish
Wash
bash
turn up,
bosh.
bro's sad.
True, and that's why he's got the almighty
It's like
circuitry, so he
it's like
can volt switch on there.
Trailblazers.
That's why he goes to Mega Venusaur.
True.
Big Fat saves him from the burn.
Yeah, I'm sure it does.
But yeah, moving on, unless you've got anything else to say.
Team good. Even though we talk shit, team good. Team
Yeah, like I said, overall, just solid team.
bit lacking in
I think
speed
some
in my
points were a bit
opinion.
wasted.
Like
Agreed.
Moon 120, then like fucking Scream Tail, but that's not real speed control.
No,
And then
no. I think Scarf
slow as
Circuitry,
fuck.
Scarf Naligo kind of work fine.
Indeed, but
Not the
like
best things, but eh.
Scarf Now Hero sounds shite. Scarf
Yeah, I was gonna say
Literally
I think
also
Power
sounds a
Herb
bit
is that
shite.
way to go.
Yeah, literally, I think power that one like
Hey, Scarf Circuitry,
everyone's that
bro, is
shit.
like your Specs Jolteon, you know? They're one and the same.
Nah, my Spectral Chum better.
True. He gets to a toxic.
Exactly.
Amoonguss in the bin.
Among Us don't recover from those. That's why I'm CM Star
uh,
Power.
so true. Right, anyway, top three. We have Marak, who not got a top three performance, mind you, at 0-4. And this Urshu single,
It's
with the 0-4, the
unreal.
Urshu single has ran away. He's hiding his face
bro's,
and
bro's
shit.
embarrassed. He didn't want to show up. No.
Bro's not showing up
Bro's
anywhere.
so embarrassed. He's not even showing his stats. No, Mr. Single Strike. Not like this, bro. He's here! He arrives!
We don't trust Beyond to put the Pokemon in.
He's late to the show.
Truly. But yeah, I think we can start seeing why we're in top
Oh,
team.
such a good team. Like,
Mm-hmm.
why is this not going places, my guy? You've got fucking Single Strike Zams Zeraora.
I think if anything, I think Pharaoh and Pex really struggle. And I think we had this problem with Hazzy's team, which we rated number one in Violet and Indigo. Bro had like, well, actually no, it might be someone else. I can't remember. Either way, the second time now we've seen like two solid breakers, two very offensive, scary mons on a team with very little momentum.
Mm-hmm.
Like Pex and Pharaoh, great Pokemon. Together, no, just no.
Indeed.
I
Really,
don't know why Pharaoh's with Gliscor either, personally.
no, no,
I
no.
really don't rate that combo. I'm sure it frees up Gliscor not having to hazard stack, but normally just having another Stealth Rocker is normally the way to prevent Gliscor from having to hazard stack.
Yeah.
I don't mind Pharaoh as this steel type if you really want it, but I feel you can just go better ways.
Yeah, I mean, bro actually would like the Blastoise we saw on the other team, because then he can has a stack and spin, and then like
Now flip.
yeah, literally and flip, and we're not looking at a default Gliscor and a hazard stacking Ferrothorn. But realistically, just
I'm pretty sure we're right in thinking. I think Namorous might get defog. I don't know though.
no,
But
I don't
like,
think it
Gliscor is your
does.
only defogger is so rough.
Mm-hmm.
Like, bro, really just want to run all the hazards and then just
And then
run
defog them
boots.
away. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's true. I mean, you don't have Boots Mons. Urshifu Single Strike is not a Boots Pokemon. Mega
No,
Zam
Zam.
is a
Look at
Mega.
Zam.
Granted, it can
Yeah.
it can Magic Guard until it Megas, but like you really want that
Yeah, but
extra
you're only really
power.
getting one.
Yeah,
You're
literally.
getting one off, I'd say.
It's not one of those ones that you realistically want to come in and not Mega with, because like the boost is insane.
Mm-hmm. Like at that point, just go get a life orb, Zam.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, overall solid team. I like the Cradilly. Zeus proved why it's good.
Azu's approved.
Zera's
Very hilly.
nice. I really like Zera on this team.
Yep.
Like great speed control on Zera and Zam. I think it then kind of falls short. There's going to be a lot of like 115, 120 mons that get to run modest. Look at like Bundle as well. Bundle's running modest into this team. Coco's running modest. Like, you know, a lot of these like fairly fast mons that often struggle because they need speed to outspeed the fastest boys at 110 and don't end up having that extra power. Now can have that extra power, and that kind of scares this team a little bit.
Yeah, literally.
That extra power might be in the thing that allows the specs bundle to Oko or two shot the Pharaoh or the Pex or whatever, you know?
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't think the speed is the biggest issue. It's just you need some pivot, man. How is fucking Shifu and Zam getting out? How are they repairing?
Mm-hmm. Like, don't get me wrong, Gliscor's a goated pivot,
Yeah, literally.
but
But He's the
Bro
only
only
one.
goes so far.
Literally. Granted,
Like
Shishu and Zero can
Zera,
also pivot, but like they're not defensive pivots. You get them in offensively after getting momentum from the Glycol or a sack or something like that, and then you can pivot,
literally,
sure, but that shit's gonna run dry eventually.
yeah. Like I said, I think Ushfu single U-turning on like a fairy type into Zam, very nice. You know,
Hmm.
they bring in their big fizz def, say it's a Buzzwole, Sliverwing, uh, fairy type, bam, in comes Zam, and that's a free psychic. And like any time you can get Zam in for free, it's huge.
It's a good time.
But then but then how are you getting the single strike in for free? Gliscor.
Literally.
And that's the end of the story. Like this Gliscor has so many jobs on its hand. It wants to defog, it wants to run up hazards, it wants to U-turn, it wants to somewhat knock, honestly. Like you got Pharaoh and Pex and Zera to knock as well, but like Gliscor likes being that I'm a vibe for a bit and just kind of knock or toxic and then fuck off, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Bro doesn't like just U-turning straight away. He needs to be in for a few rounds to actually make worth of his toxic
Toxic
heal.
heal, literally.
You know, you turn straight away and bro's not getting that healing. And like,
Hmm.
yeah, he gets roost. Yeah, roost is great. Don't get me wrong, but like, a that's another fucking move slot, and b you're just losing that momentum when you click roost. They get a free switch, and then you I don't know.
And
Like
then
I
your
can see
momentum
why the
boy
team is zero
didn't
four.
momentum.
Mm-hmm. Personally, I do not like this Namor's T either.
I think,
I think,
yeah, I think it's all right, but realistically, like it ticks boxes for the type chart, but like you kind of just needed some pivots. So like him and
mm-hmm,
Pex or him and Pharaoh could just kind of fuck off and collect some pivots, so we can actually
literally.
see this Zam and this Urshifu get in.
Mm. I personally think that how many points Pharaoh is, he is single-handedly like kneecapping this team. I also think Pex is doing a similar job. Like, I'm just this team. All it wants is a bulky water type that can flip turn. I know we say this all the time, but that is the new role of the water types. Like, Pex is the old fat shit that like can T spike, he can knock, he can haze, but he ain't flip turn now. You know, he's just a fat shit that stops you from really getting set up on slash. He's a wall that can take up most wall breakers, if you catch my drift, and
I think
that's
Pex,
fine.
yeah, I think Pex is all right,
But
and I think
I think
Pharaoh
Pex is fine. I
is
think
all
Pharaoh definitely
right.
needs to go
You just can't both. You got
personally.
to choose one of them to go.
Yeah.
Like they do their jobs fine. They just come in, they knock shit off, they status shit, and they fucking vibe.
Hmm.
But like you can't both of
Like
them.
you don't
They
need two
both
Pokemon doing that role.
can't do that. Yeah, literally, because then we can't get into the offensive ones.
Hmm.
Realistically, I think I agree with you. I think we can stick with Pex. Just fuck off the Pharaoh.
I think Pex
Like
is fine. Pharaoh needs to go.
yeah, literally.
But like what I'm getting at is point wise. If sacking Pharaoh into a better mon, and then if you sack Pex for 3 points into one of the bulky waters with flip turn, and that allows this Enamorus to turn into a better mon, I would be all for it, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
I said for
The only
me, I
thing,
feel
the
welcome.
the only thing is, I think it's easier to get pivot mons in the water type, so that might be why you'd sack the Pex over the Pharaoh. I personally think
Yeah,
Pex is
literally.
a 10 times better mon than Pharaoh. Pharaoh just kind of dies to the fire moves, and it's kind of annoying that you have to watch out for coverage moves on every mon. Pex
Does
also
get
just,
sensed by CC, you know?
yeah, literally. Pex also got that regen, so like you get more free turns to click actual impactful moves, where
Hmm.
like Pharaoh might be
Like
trying to spam leech seed so I don't fucking die.
Pex has also got that Tangrowth thing and the Hydrapple, where like because they have regen, you can double out on said ice electric psychic move that's coming in
Yeah,
into Gliscor, into insert steel type with pivot, maybe a scissor, whatever. And then that's how the Pex gets its momentum. By the fact it has regen, so it doesn't need to sit there and slack off and recover on like, the obvious switch. It can then either double on their prediction, or like I said, when the electric type comes in, Peck just fucks off, and that's okay because like he has regen,
Yeah, literally.
and like in that way it works fine. Bro doesn't need necessarily the momentum, but then like having it with Pharaoh as well, who, in my opinion, outside the mightiest of leech seeds and setting up hazards, which I feel like Gliscor can just do anyway. I feel this Pharaoh's just doing fuck all.
I 100% agree. I think this Pharaoh turning into, and I mean, it doesn't even have to be a grass type realistically. Just like make sure you tick off the resistances you need and just get a pivot. It's probably gonna be a steel type, but because like I find it
Be
hard
nice
to,
to be a steel type,
yeah, you're
but
gonna find it
steel
hard to
type
tick off
without.
all the resistances.
I hate bro, but like this Namorous could turn into like a fucking Bronzong, and then this Pharaoh could turn into like a Zarude or some shit that just gets pivoting.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah, literally.
it's another thing with this Cradilly as well. Cradilly, great terror, right? It's your I don't have that type covered. I'll terror him and he can recover and he's fat-ish on both
Both sides.
sides.
Yeah.
So he can vibe, he can set up rocks, he does fat, boring shenanigans. That's great. But again, you've got Pex and Pharaoh there.
Yeah,
And
literally. Bro is like the
Cradilly
problem
works fine,
solver.
right? That's completely fine being the problem solver terror alongside Pex. But it does not need to be alongside Pharaoh and Pex. Because
Mhm.
then, as I said,
Problems
this
are
Ushfu
already
single and
fucking
this Zam,
solved.
it's like you just got these fat wolves taking these hits, and you just got Zam and Ushfu in the back looking over like, yo, coach, you gonna tag me in yet? And like
Literally, they're basically
next thing
cheerleaders
you
at this
know, these
point.
two insane pairings that you have just a shit because at the end of the day, like sure they can finish, they can SD, they can do CM, but like most of the time, Ushfu and single, especially, just kind of want to come in as many times as he can and just start damaging shit. Like the attack stat is that high, and with Zam as well with like special attack, like they can just send shit. And if you're not afraid of missing a focus blast as well, Zam will just claim a kill half the time it fucking comes in. Like unless your opponent has like slow kings and like arguably Blissey to an extent, but Psyshock, like this Zam is just claiming kills, and so is the single strike, you know.
Yeah.
And like as soon as you start claiming those kills, you're then looking at where your win con is with Zero or Zam or some SD single strike or Scarf single strike. Like the team's got so many options to win, but like it never gets itself over said line because of this Pharaoh.
Literally. It's
And like the
very
worst part is
full
right.
of momentum
The
sinker.
reason this team is so high is because like if you're a god at predicting and you can double, like you can use this team completely fine. You know, you don't necessarily need the momentum. You can like become the next god and just know when like the fire move's coming in for the Pharaoh, so you go Pegs, and then you switch back out to Gliscor, predicting the Mean Man electric type deal with the Pegs, and then bam, you get your U turn into Zam or single strike. Great in theory, but like you got to be a very good player, in my opinion, to be able to steer this team to many wins.
Yeah, it's like
Whilst like you just sack that Pharaoh for your typical boy with a U turn or a baton pass or a volt switch or whatever, and this team becomes so much easier to pilot.
it's hard to execute as team, but yeah, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
like I said, you don't even have to necessarily do a double. If you could just play it out until you get that chance to go into goal score and hit a U-turn, then like yeah, it can work. But like there's a lot of like you need to know the right defensive switches. You gotta making the right plays, making the right sets as well for the game on your wall core.
100%.
You leave a lot on yourself, whereas having a free pivot one just makes speeds everything up.
You ready to go to second place?
Yeah, yeah.
So second, and I'm proud. I never thought I'd see this man in the top three of a draft pick, but it's Joshua, and of course he's got his patented Moltres and Milotic with him.
Never leave
But
home without the bros. Not
but
without my melodic
aside
Moltres.
aside from the Moltres and Milotic, Goldengo, Meow, and Great Tusk. Oh,
Holy shit.
Talk about what went wrong in drafting to allow a man to pick up Goldengo and Meow, and then also get a great Tusk on like sixth pick
And
is
a mega ass.
wild. Mega ass indeed. Yeah, like solid first four mons, and then like you got Moltres, Milotic, and Florges as support. The rest of the shit is that's that's where there's room for improvement, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
But just the pure scariness of the first four, well, the four main strong mons is so scary in my opinion. And like Moltres, Florges, and Milotic, they kind of just complement each other really well.
Yeah, it's a nice defensive card to go along with it.
Mm-hmm. Like doesn't appreciate the mightiest of volt switches, but then bam, there's your great Tusk.
Yeah, literally.
Sorted.
Mega Latias also pairs well into that, like, in case of the Grass Knot user wanting to come in and fuck your shit up, well, okay, you can just switch into Mega Latias and try and Grass Knot that,
Mm-hmm.
mate. It's gonna do jack shit.
Like at the end of the day, what's beating up a great Tusk that's also beating up a Mega Latias or a Goldengo, you know?
Yeah, literally.
Like his peak bulky offense alongside Meow running around wild, which very good in my opinion.
Yeah, indeed.
You know,
Decent amount of momentum as well with the
mm-hmm.
flip turn and the U turn and the bound pass from floor, just all three walls
Literally.
able to get your mon out. Meow with the U turn as well.
Like, there's five solid pivot mons with Goldengo and Great Tusk, who, as shown in OU, are good enough to not need some gimmicky pivots to to work out. You know,
Literally.
the other thing I would question personally, though they're not a big one because I don't necessarily hate it, is the Goldengo with no real hazard stacking is always a weird one. But again,
Yeah, if we're
I'm completely fine with
uh,
that. Goldengo resists all status moves. He does not have to just be, oh, I come in on the defogger. Like, it does not have to be bro's sole job. He comes in on the trick mons. He comes in on the toxics. Like, bro can do more than just be your defog switcher.
yeah. I mean, if you really want it, you got spikes on Meow as well. Like, it can happen.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Like you expect them to be scared of the banded meow and just set up a spike and then run away and then come back, set up enough spikes later on maybe. Like it's fine.
Literally.
It does function fine. It's just a small thing that does surprise me when you wasted these points on Regigigas, Merc, Volbeat, and Electivire, where like you could have just got like a 6 point Gligar or some bullshit just as like an option to hazard stack, you know? Like I don't think you need hazard stacking with Goldengo. Like look at Drum with his screens, but like just the option, you know, even if it's not like a valid option, maybe it's not one of your top six ones option, but as long as you have it there, I think is very important.
Yeah,
Like if this Volbeat was a different bug type with Sticky Web, fuck me, like it's not just about like oh I'm bringing this bug type to set up Sticky Web and then being Moon Goldengo. It's the prep and like situation you're making your opponent face
literally.
that
They've got
is
to
like
try
so
and.
strong.
They might have to just spam boots in fear of the webs.
Hmm. And then Bug Boy doesn't come, and bam, you're dealing with a bunch of Boots boys, and you haven't even got hazards with you.
Literally.
Yeah, very solid team in my opinion. Like Florges, Milotic, Moltres, very nice little draft wall call. With then like the bulky offense side of things with Latios and Great Tusk and even Goldengo, you know?
Yeah. It even
Like
shows
please
with the
people
type
learn that
matchups.
Goldengo is a goated wall.
Literally. Defensive Golden Go very good. Amazing typing.
When like flying and ice and fairy are the best things into your team, when you've literally got things like Goldengo, like that's okay, you know?
Yeah.
You might be slightly dependent on Goldengo, for example, like Fairy Resist. He is your main Fairy Resist and Flying Resist.
You got Boltros for a
I'd
fairy
say
resist before.
true, actually, yeah, my bad. Just Flying then, really. Like, Flying's the only real type that's spooking this team a little. But, like, as long as Goldengo's just doing all the flying types, you then got Milotic for the ice and Moltres for fairy. It's really not that like problematic.
No, very well made team, I think.
Like honestly, there's just again the only problem I have is how he spent the remaining of his lower points.
I don't
But
mind
outside
the
that, no
Regigigas
complaint.
as the ghost resist, but other than that, yeah, I'm not a massive
Hmm.
fan of the remaining. The muck is kind of
Yeah,
eh,
Regigigas is do be like a random problem solver here and there with the toxic,
literally.
and like
Bro,
I can see the Electivire with Terra, but we've already seen Electivire Terra, and we made it clear just get it right, you. Like
pretty
95
much.
base speed is just not it, bro.
Nah,
Like Gratch, you get Ice Punch, but that's the power of being a Terra, bro. You get to get the magical fucking Terra Blast
literally.
stab. Yeah, like I said, a Raichu on this team would feel so much nicer, in my opinion.
100%. Some extra speed control as well. Like a two base 110s is like surprisingly good.
Literally. Plus a nice Scarf user. Like, outside Godengo and maybe a Great Tusk, like, I do not rate Scarf Meow. And, like, outside that, there is just no real Scarf abuser on this team. So when it comes against, like, your, your 150 base speed boys, then team's a bit sad. Or if, like, your Goldengo wants to wall something and can't control Scarf and in comes Polt, it's just rough.
Yeah, literally. But like that's very nitpicky. I think the
Yeah,
team
100%.
overall is very good, very nice.
Indeed. And it's got one of the few things we've seen so far. It's got decent defog and hazard removal options. Like
Yeah, literally.
we have three defoggers and a rapid spinner. Like so solid.
I do very much like that this Tusk isn't made to rapid spin every week it comes. It's like,
Hmm.
if you want to run some scarf
I,
shit,
I I
run some
could see
scarf
this.
shit. You want to run
I could see
band,
this great toast
band.
rarely rapid spinning.
Yeah,
Bro's only
literally.
rapid spinning when you're bringing the hazard stacking team,
You can run some speed boost and
and that
bulk
is
up some weeks as well. Like,
literally. This great tusk has so much freedom, which is wild given that it's a sixth pick. So the team wasn't exactly built around Great Tusk.
yeah, literally. Sixth pick Great
Yeah.
Tusk is fucking
Yeah,
wild.
literally sixth pick Great Tusk, bro. Don't know what went wrong, but
To be fair, that might have been
hey, freebie.
a transaction. Cause
Grace could have been,
yeah,
yeah.
because I'm pretty sure Eric had it originally,
Ah, fair.
and he dropped
Would
it.
make sense. Fair, 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 fair. Well, talking about Eric, we're coming into our number one team
Here he is. Yeah.
with Ace and Dutch Dragonites. He's got the better Mega Lati. Though I won't lie, the Mega Latias does fit the other team very well. Like no hatred towards that,
It does. It does. It very much covers a lot of what it needs to.
But yeah, I'm already kind of having problems just holding it back, Like, oh, Megalatios, Annihilate, Tinglu, Mola, Celesteela, Pheasantipede, Cinderace, Fortress, Voltino.
Mm-hmm.
Every single one of those mons I'm happy with.
Literally.
Like, holy shit. It's like dreamy draft. Like, I wouldn't say it's like perfect. There's still holes, but like every single one of those mons, I would I'm trying to get to each draft.
Literally.
Like, it's outside Celesteela, to be fair. I don't like Celesteela, but like, I don't mind him on the team.
Yeah, he does his job on this team. Like,
Yeah, literally.
just extremely solid. Like, hazard stack with a Night Ape. So you got the Defiant. You got the Ghost typing. So like, it's really hard to remove Tinglu's hazards.
The Tinglu Nihilip is so nice
Literally.
because like you're not defogging an Annihilate at the end of the day, and if you are, you're a braver man than me. That's for sure.
Got got Cinderace as well to counter the best counter to this team as well. As by counter to counter, I mean you've taken the best counter. Sorry, like no court chain against this team because we have the Cinderace.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah. Sorry, you confused the shit out of me then.
Yeah,
Talking about the hazards though, it is one concern I have is what bro do when they hazard stack against your hazard stack. You
yeah.
know,
It's either
like
Fortress.
Fortress. Forage spin and then Latios defog. You don't ever want to be Latios defog.
No, that's true.
Court chain race works, but if you're setting up your own hazards, which you probably are with a Tinglu, you like in a bit of a pickle. And Fortress, good spinner, don't get me wrong, solid defensive spinner, but he's one of the few spinners, in my opinion, that gets so easily spin blocked.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
you look at like the Don fan line, all three of them, they get knock off, and they will send said ghost type. And unless ghost type is ghost grass, they're also sending it with an earthquake. Meanwhile, Fortress, he spin, and they come in ghost type, and he's sad. And that's the end of that story, you know?
Literally.
I definitely think this team comes against a hazard stacking team with a spin blocker, and it's rough.
Yeah, yeah.
Because though it's got good boot options in Mola and Cinderace,
Mola Cinderace are very good boots users,
or
and
Dino,
Fez
doesn't
can to an
mind it as well.
extent because Fez resists the
Hmm.
U-turn quad resists.
Literally, I think Annihilate does not want to run boots.
No.
Tinglu does not want to run
And Nightlife
boots,
and Tinglu are the only
and
ones too sad about enemy hazard stacking.
mhm. But I would argue like it's pretty bad, and it also prevents one of the things I like most about this team is the banded Cinderace. Like, the Cinderace is really never coming banded. It's very much locked into that OU, like current Paldia decks kind of feeling of just being boots, Willow vibes, maybe a court change, you know? But
Yeah,
bro's
I
never
think you can come
breaking
as an
Cynthio's.
offensive Cinderace. Just yeah, you
Oh, it
can't
can come
really
offensive, yeah.
afford to
Bro
bring in
can't break,
bands.
which is okay-ish, but I also feel like you're not bringing like your break or annihilate most weeks. It's going to be scarf or it's going to be your rest bulk upset. And I feel like alongside that, you kind of want a banded Cinderace, personally.
Yeah, I mean you can sack you can set up a run a defog sorry on the Lati some weeks if you want.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. But then
Like
like
Draco's
that's
Luster Purge
that's
defog
another
roost.
power gone from the team, you know.
I don't think it's
Like
that bad.
it
I
feels
mean
like
it's
it's leading right into stall at that point. Like you're rarely getting
but you've just
free
gotten a banded
offense
Cinderace.
mons out, you know.
I get what you mean, yeah.
But yeah, you got banded Cinderace and you got your annihilate to pop off. But then they've got good Fizz Devils. Oh, we're sad, you know. But like again, you base it on the matchup. But like I don't know. I feel team nice. Don't get me wrong. As I've already said, I love every mod on this team, and I would love to use this team. But it does concern me that the special attacking outside Mega Latios is a bit limited.
Yeah.
Like you got Celesteela that can do weird Meteor Beam shenanigans sometimes, but say overall, Cinderace and Unarp are like the heavy hitters alongside Latios, and therefore when you bring the default Latios to make your Cinderace banded, so you actually have a wall breaker that like say that you have like against Dark type, right? I feel like Dark type you struggle to break with Latios, and Latios is the main wall breaker outside Cinderace. So as soon as they can wall that the Latios, you kind of want to bring it defog and then run banded Cinderace, and then I feel like the team's like kind of handicapping itself. Like that again, that's my only
Uh,
real complaint. If I had to push one,
you got Ape to CC the dark type though. Like just
yeah, yeah,
flip
yeah. But
flip
you've
turn
got
into the
high
Ape.
HJK as well.
Yeah,
But
true.
like, I'm just saying, like, if they can wall annihilate, fine, and then have a Spadeffle for this Latios, this Cinderace who wants to be banned in that situation struggles to be.
I guess, but then you
Is all.
just run. Yeah, I mean it is. I understand the
Which
point,
comes to my
but
main setting part about the team is this Celesteela. Bro, if it was just a flying type that has defog, it'd be so much better. But like I understand why it's not. And then it makes me question why we have double steal going with the Fortress and the Celesteela. And it's the main nitpick for me is why I don't think I'd rate the team like, you know, God tier, S tier, or whatever. It's just kind of a solid team that I personally would love to use. But I can see where like it would crumble, you know? It's not a team that like I'd say is unbeatable or hard to draft against, like hard to prep for. It's more like a oh, that's a solid team and I'd like to use it, but like I'm not necessarily like shaking my boots facing this team, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
It just slowly wins over time, which is how me and you like to play. So hence why it's a team that like I want to use, but I think it's got some issues still.
Yeah, 100%. I don't think it's quite as bad as you say, but I do agree with it. Like, it would be better to have just better removal, like maybe just a better spinner than Fortress.
Mm. I said it's so awkward. This fortress works nicely on the team with the Tinglu,
Yeah,
and the Ted Stealer works really well for the typing and like its role with the rest of the team. But then they just clash, you know.
yeah,
Again, like this team is the best team, arguably, out of all the divs, but definitely in Div 2. I would then say this is why like I'm trying to like nitpick on what I think would make it better and just kind of like really French kiss it, you know?
yeah. I get what you mean. But yeah, better defog options other than that. Fucking pretty perfect.
Yeah. I just think its speed is a bit lacking.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too. Like just
And
Cinderace and
again, it comes
Lati
down to
is a bit
Cinderace
lacking.
again. And then like I
It's
feel
not
like
that.
most weakness annihilates coming Scarf,
Yeah, yeah,
and which is fine because like you got the wish support with Mola, so like you have your Scarf Ape, he tanks a hit, he runs away,
mhm,
you get your fish to heal him back up. Pretty nice. And like you got Heal Bell on Aldino as well, which is nice.
yeah. In
I
case
don't
it gets.
appreciate it though because you don't really want to bring in the Ordino
No,
90% of the
literally.
time when you have like so many other good choices. But yeah, I think, like I said, team solid. Any one of these mons could come and it wouldn't feel like rough, you know?
Yeah, literally. None of them you're like, oh no, I brought this. I mean, it's gotta remember it's Terra or Dino. Like this is,
Oh, literally.
it's a fixer Terra. Just fix your issues
Bro,
for that week.
bro is the goated fixer terror.
Mhm.
Him and Belly Bolt are up there, you know?
Literally.
But yeah, solid team.
I'd
I
say
love the wish passing
incredible
potential
team,
with
really.
Tinglu and Nalo.
But I yeah, I'd say incredible, really. But I'd get what you were saying. Not quite perfect.
Mm. Like I said, my main issue is the hazard removal with Cinderace.
Mhm.
Like, I love using Banded Cinderace, and like this team would benefit so much from Bro. But then like you're relying on Fortress or Lati,
Yeah, to keep the hazards off.
and it just feels rough. And then like this Celesteela's not coming because you want to run your Bandit Cinderace, and then again this Celesteela's just feeling like a bit of dead weight. Again, Bro's typing, great, and like the vibe shenanigans he's got going with Leech Seed and stuff, and the Leech Seed into like Tinglu as well, very nice. No complaints there. But again, just feels a bit shit. Definitely, in my opinion, like the weakest link in the team. Him, then like maybe Fortress, then Fez. Feel kind of like where the domino effect could start happening to like pick apart this team if like you're playing against it, you know?
Yeah.
Like I said, very fun team to use. I'm just not sure if goated in the sense of success is the great way to put it, if that makes sense. I think very fun to use, and I think very much up how me and you think the best way of playing a draft is. But whether or not like
I mean, to
it
me,
plays
it's one
out
of
like
those
that,
teams where
another thing.
you look at it and you think, how good is the player? Because if the player's fucking good, then I'm fucked. You know?
Yeah,
If I
yeah,
see a
for sure.
shitter use this team, I'm not scared. Like, I agree. Like, none of the mons make me think, oh, it's game over. He's gonna do this blatantly obvious set. It's 6-0. But like, if
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know a good players using this team, like, fuck, what do I do against that? Got to worry about you hitting on a no so I can't. It's hard to get momentum. Latias just fucking probably one of the best breakers in draft. Got hazard stack galore and the boots users to abuse it slash levitate mons. Like, I'm just like, yeah, I don't know. Other than its weakness of lack of removal, I think the only limiting fast for this team most of the time is the skill of the user. and potentially somewhat acceptable to being set up on because it's not the best way. He's got sucker priorities in the race, but other than that, if they do start a sweep, it can be rough. Although we got
If
Wilting
their
Lou.
sweep is faster than Scarfape, it's rough.
Yeah, got Wilting Lou, so it's not always, but yeah, it can be annoying if their sweeper can beat Tinglu and start up a sweep, which not a lot can because Tinglu is the goat, but then it's looking rough.
For sure, for sure. But I think that leaves off
He's off
Violet
that div.
div pretty well.
Yeah, I must say you can tell the difference like of the players in the two different leagues. Like the teams are a lot better here in my opinion.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Like it's not even necessarily better, but like they normally have more direction going for them.
Yeah,
You know, then they don't seem like they want to go one way then another. Like there's plenty of teams that do that, but like there's still some sense of structure there.
yeah,
And like I wouldn't lie, like a lot of the teams from I'd say 5th to 10th could easily be interchangeable. You know,
yeah,
like there's
easily.
plenty of teams that like are very close to one another, and like arguments could easily be made for this team better than that team. Lol.
Mhm.
But yeah,
Yeah, I think it's a good place to
we can leave it at that
wrap it
then.
up.
Yeah, for sure.